Yo, yo, yo.
Yo.
What up? What's up? Welcome.
How's it goes? How's
Welcome,
it goes?
Chris. Big
Man,
Z.
the studio. Check it out, guys. Man, you guys been talking about this for a minute, man.
What do you think?
That's awesome, dude. It looks great, man. Looks great. Came to fruition, as they say, right?
Yeah, a little
Had
bit
to
of
start
work.
somewhere.
Yeah, man. No, it looks good, man.
We've
It
had our
looks
fair share of
Technical difficulties.
today for sure.
good. Just like today, right?
In case this podcast doesn't make it, you know,
It was probably the Stella on the keyboard that did it, right?
Shut up. I thought the kids broke it, but it was me.
No, it looks good, guys. Congratulations, man. Looks great,
Yeah.
here, man.
Thank
You
you
should
for-
see the recordings of Ellen talking into the mic.
Oh,
She's got
yeah,
her headphones on.
Yeah, the
there.
kids were on here. Yeah,
And-
they were recording their volume. I mean, they were talking literally into microphones. They're sitting here like,
Because you can hear yourself, right?
Yeah,
Right,
they
yeah.
were talking to
Yeah,
themselves, literally.
This is like a different experience for me. I've never,
Right?
I don't know what to
It's
think
the first,
here.
The first time you do it, it's weird.
It's weird because you like how you're not used to how you sound,
Right?
so it's just like it's weird.
And,
Anyway.
and how you look sometimes.
I look ugly all the time.
Bro, I did that podcast this weekend,
Yeah.
or this week on Dorulas.
Yeah, I saw that. Great
With
job, by the way,
Ruben.
man.
Like,
You did good, man.
Dude, you know what I realized?
What's up?
That when I talk out of one side of my mouth.
You're doing it right now.
I know. That's fucking.
Now I'm not gonna be able to unsee
Dude,
it.
I was watching it after we recorded it, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with me?
You know what else you do? You always turn your head. You're like, dude.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. Damn, bro. I gotta get better.
Anyways,
I don't watch myself, dude. I'm not a weirdo like that, dude.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I don't watch myself recorded. Either,
I mean, I've
so-
known myself for 38 years, and I just realized that I talk with the side of my mouth.
you're 36, right?
No, is it?
do the math. Work backward. 1988.
I just know he's.
Yeah.
I just know he's
30,
6 years older than
36.
me.
Oh, so I'm gonna be 37.
37 this year.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought I was gonna be 38. Holy shit.
That's a double. That's a W, dude.
Damn.
That's a double.
So I'm
Winning
younger than I
any-
thought. I'm younger than I thought. Oh, dude, I already feel better.
Yeah.
I already feel better.
Anyways, we got Chris Z here, Big Z,
What's up, guys?
Local friend
Santa
of ours.
Claus, whatever you want to call him.
Man of many hats.
Dave's hot chicken guy.
Little Dave's hot chicken. little Santa. And,
Give us a little squeak.
Yeah, man.
Oh, where's the chicken at,
Where's
bro?
the chicken?
Oh, this. Oh.
Oh, damn.
I'm sure you can hear it, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be hearing it all night for sure. For
Hey, man.
sure.
I consider this the gift that keeps on giving, man. I operate Dave's Hot Chicken and I carry these around with me all the time. And
You operated multiple.
yeah,
days.
multiple occasions. Yeah, we just opened up Lockport not too long ago, last week actually, Orland Park in early December, and yeah, these chickens are great, man, because you give them out and you know they squeak. So every time something squeaks at the house or in your car, or you sit
Yeah.
on something or whatever the case is, and chickens around, what do you think of, right? Think of Dave's Hot Chicken. Right?
Paul thinks about picking up his eggs.
I forgot.
I don't know if anybody noticed, but we've had a chicken in that shoe for a while.
You
now.
had. I came here to drop something off in the garage before. Maybe it was after your first episode.
What episode are we on right now? Episode 8.
Episode 8.
That's right.
I mean, people can read the title.
Yeah, I came to drop off some furniture for for your podcast studio here, and yeah, I put a chicken up there. I had one in the car, and I put it up there. And what episode did you notice was there?
Dude, I think I noticed it like 2 episodes ago.
Really?
I was
Really?
like, yeah.
I noticed it a while
That's 'cause
back.
you sit right there, bro. I don't care.
It blends in with the shoe.
I know because they come in yellow, but don't worry, I got you a glow in the dark one.
Oh,
coming
great,
soon,
great,
man. It's a little bit larger, squeaks a little bit longer, dude. You know, so I got you.
What kind of
man.
squeak does go? Oh.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't go. Oh yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good lord.
No,
That would be that.
man.
Would be that. Imagine you're sitting here all underneath the table. Oh, yeah.
Somebody puts their foot down on accident.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh,
They
God.
actually got a chicken, dude. I was looking into this. They got a chicken that squeaks for 45 seconds. Can you imagine how long of a squeak that is?
It's got a very little whistle, though.
Dude, it's like a 5-foot bird, dude. I mean,
Holy, what do you got to drive over it?
Imagine how much that
Oh
that
my
thing would be
God.
squeaking
You
if a
have-
truck drove over
You
it.
have,
dude.
you have to be at least 200 pounds to make it.
You could sumo with it. Remember back in the day when we had that party, we did sumo suits?
It was Joanna's popravine.
It was, yeah, the after party.
Or
for the
was
wedding.
it the engagement party?
I don't remember.
It
Whatever,
was
bro.
one of
We
the
had
two.
the sumo suits for that party.
okay.
Dude, the fun as hell.
Yep.
Get hurt very easily if you're really not.
It's very hard to get up.
It's well, you're sumo, dude.
We're at an age. We're not in our 20s.
Well, this is
anymore.
when we were in our 20s.
Yeah.
Oh, these are the good old days.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I was barely 21 actually at that time. Or I remember
I was like 40.
I remember one time we went to a Chicago Fire game, and during the halftime we played bubble soccer on the field at the Fire game because I think Rob was like a season ticket holder. And you guys ever play bubble soccer?
No.
That shit's fucking. That's
Intense?
like it's hard to breathe because you're like it's real tight. It's real tight,
Yeah.
right? And then it just gets real hot because
There's no ventilation.
no
yeah,
ventilation.
What are you in?
It's like a ball. Dude.
like a ball,
Like a blow up doll.
like a giant plastic ball almost.
The size.
And it's like airtight.
It's tight. Yeah.
It's like wearing like. Never mind.
I go ahead, finish that.
No,
sentence.
like you know those guys that
Yeah.
wear the green suits and stuff like that.
Nah, it's just like you're inside of a tube.
No kidding.
Show them what that looks like. Dude.
Yeah, pull it up really quick.
Dude, yeah, I'm curious. I'm pretty sure I get the. Well, I've seen these before because we had them at the picnics. I think every year, right?
We're
Never
supposed
won
to
it.
have them this year.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah,
Bubble football. Yeah, like that.
for sure. I've seen this. I just didn't know it was called.
Bro,
bubble
you'd be a master, bro.
football. Probably pretty good.
No, you need to have a low center of gravity. So
Well, I mean, you
I'm
know-
good. I'm 5 foot fucking
But
seven.
he's also probably double your weight. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Just-
you want to
A
try?
little bit larger, you know.
They're rolling through the neighborhood, dude.
So, Chris, tell us, how'd you get into Dave's Hot Chicken?
Actually, give us a backstory about Dave's Hot Chicken and how you got into
what I'm
it.
Yeah,
saying.
backstory: Dave's Hot Chicken. So, started off by 4 dudes, 4 guys, 4 friends.
Not
And,
not 5 guys.
No, not 5 guys. 4 guys in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, and they started off in a tent, right?
Okay.
A pop-up tent, $900, a fryer, and hopes and dreams, right? They started doing that. Dave's the chef. Worked in a lot of high-end restaurants. Armand, which is one of the other founders, was always into like In-N-Out Burger, fast food, stuff like that. So they wanted to replicate
Yeah.
a concept
Okay.
Yep.
like In-N-Out Burger, simplicity, right? And use
But
chicken
with
for
something,
it,
yeah,
right?
chicken instead.
So
yeah.
Dave came up with the recipe, came up with the spice, so on and so forth. They went out to the tent. Pretty slow the first couple days, maybe first couple weeks, and then along came a reporter from I think it was Eater magazine, if I'm not mistaken. He got like the last 4 pieces of chicken
Yeah.
on a certain night, couple weeks into this whole project, right? Wrote an article about it and just blew up after that. Blew up after that. They went into their first brick and mortar a couple months after that. And then they started franchising. Started franchising 2019. 2020, obviously, we all know what happened.
Yep.
World kind of shut down for a little bit, and Dave's Hot Chicken was selling franchises to
Yeah.
people all across the country and all across the world, actually.
So while everybody was, trying to keep it afloat,
Yep.
they were expanding.
Yeah, they were expanding. So, I think we're at like 270 locations now
Nice.
across 6 different countries. U.S., Canada, just opened up in the UK in December. We're in Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi.
High end places.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so it's been a pretty cool ride.
You gonna open one in Poland?
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, the UK just opened up. They're doing great. I talked to those guys a couple weeks ago when I was in LA at the summit. Yeah, they're doing all right. So,
Possibly deserve.
My buddy just opened up an axe store in place. Maybe he's got a place next to it.
yeah. I mean, Poland's. I just went there in November for All Saints and All Souls, right? And I go pretty frequently, but it's crazy how much changed.
Yeah.
I mean, they have. Obviously they have the McDonald's, they have Starbucks, in Krakow.
KFC.
They have KFC.
KFC's so good.
They
over
just
there.
opened up a Popeyes there, I just heard.
Really?
Yeah, so I mean they're it's popping over there, man.
I mean,
just
20
bought-
years ago, that country had
Yeah.
none of that
None of
stuff.
that.
I just bought tickets yesterday to Poland.
Oh yeah, when you going?
August.
Where are you guys from?
Chia.
Chia. Right on.
Who am I going to podcast with in that time?
I mean,
I figured it out, dude. Paul's not gonna know how to click the start record
Oh,
button.
hell no.
I mean, this looks like a whole. I mean, this looks like a whole setup. I mean, this is a pretty cool setup, man. It looks like you're about to
This
drop
is-
beats and stuff.
Bro,
I
this
mean,
is just a volume.
that's it, huh? Well, it looks a lot more complex than that, you know.
You got different colors and stuff, right?
Don't downplay it, man.
Yeah,
It looks a
yeah.
lot more complex.
I mean, I did have to configure all these buttons. But
yeah. What's the yellow one do?
which one's the yellow
The
one?
top right.
This one?
Oh, that one.
This one? That'll resume the recording once we pause it.
Perfect. We are live, right?
Yeah, we are actually
Because I
recording,
know you
right?
guys question yourselves like an hour and 30 minutes in, man. Oh,
No, Paul-
I didn't
Paul-
press the button or something.
Paul
you know?
likes to check the time. Like we have a time limit or something.
What is the time limit here?
There is no time limit.
Really?
Paul will still be
I mean,
like,
what do you got to do with like bathroom breaks and stuff, guys?
I have a pause button.
Oh, all right. So we pause, but we just don't tell anybody we pause.
Yeah.
No, we can
Yeah,
say
you
that.
can, you can.
Yeah, why not? You know,
Alright.
if you gotta go, you gotta go, dude. You just gotta,
You-
gotta
you-
tap me in the knee,
Oh,
bro, and I'll let
that's
you
it.
know. dude.
Yeah. Well, apparently we got to pause in a bit. So
Yeah, man. I got some treats coming.
yeah.
Got some
Okay.
treats coming.
So how did you get into franchising?
I got into franchising back in 2009 with a concept called Tilted Kilt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got in the Tilted Kilt. There was only 5 stores open across the nation. My uncle came across it, pitched it to me. I was just getting ready to get out of college, and I thought it was fantastic. Right? For those of you guys that you know what Tilted Kilt is, obviously.
Yeah.
For everybody that doesn't, it's a Scottish Irish English concept with with an American twist, right? A lot of people compare Tilted Kilt to like a Hooters, but except an Irish version of it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's how I got into franchising. I opened up my first one in 2009. Operated 4 here in Illinois.
Did you have the one that was in Oakland?
No. I helped open that one. I had a training team. I was a new restaurant opening leader, and I had my own training team out of Chicago. So they used to fly us out all over the country, and even internationally because I opened one up in Canada. So we flew to
Nice.
Texas, California.
So you've been in
Jersey,
this for a long time, right?
Yeah, for a minute. Yeah, since I was 22.
No shit.
So it's been a minute.
So you've been hustling for a long time.
Yeah, man. I mean, restaurants. I've been in restaurants my entire life. I was, my restaurant industry started hanging jackets in a coat room at Royal Palace Banquets. Which was my mom and my uncle's place, right? So I was 8 years old, 9 years old, 4th, 5th grade, and that's kind of how it came about.
That was like us having always go to dad's shop to
Just know how to
sweep.
sweep and do all kinds of.
I did that too. My dad had a
Bro.
shop. My old man had a
But
shop.
that, you know
too,
what?
man.
That's a good though. That's a good stepping stone, bro. Because that's a lesson that you learn right off the bat when you're a young kid. Like you understand
You gotta work.
responsibility a little. Well, you got to work, but you understand responsibility as well,
but,
right?
Yeah, it's also like you don't get as like you.
You're not
spend-
responsible
you
to make stuff.
Sure,
But
but
you're
like,
responsible of what you're doing. Like if you're gonna we swept his shop, right? We all still have to be careful when we're sweeping. Like, don't hit something, don't break something, don't
Sure.
put your fucking finger somewhere you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Stuff like that,
Don't
So-
shine the light in his eyes.
Yeah.
We've all been there, right?
Yeah,
Nie świeć tam. Nie dołoci.
So I feel like that's a lot of people have went down that path where their parents kind of started them young, just realizing what it is, right?
Yeah.
Working, and we were little, but we got paid like chump change for it.
$5.
But whatever, dude.
Or we'd go to Wolves games for it.
Yeah, we had a benefit of doing it, right?
For
so
sure.
we liked it,
Where,
So
where
we
was
did it.
where was Dad's shop at?
Back in the day, he used to work at a shop, and when he first came to America,
Hodgkins.
there was a shop called the Onyx Millwork.
It's still there. I seen it.
Yeah, they're still
I
around.
seen him not too long ago at
They're
that
still
shop.
around. And he started there when he came from Poland, and he was there for a long time. He was there for probably 15 years,
Something like that. Yeah.
something of that sort. And then he went in on his own and opened his own shop.
Right on.
So now he runs his own thing.
Yeah, he
but-
took over our uncle's, right?
Yeah,
It
our
was-
uncle started. He started
Woodworking, you said?
woodworking. Yeah, our uncle started a business of his own years back, and he was kind of doing these small jobs and whatnot, a lot of like carving and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then my dad basically, the equipment was bought by my dad.
Yeah.
So my dad owned the equipment that my uncle worked on, and then my uncle basically retired almost out of the trade in a way, and my dad took it over.
Right on.
So
He used to have some crazy carving skills.
I mean, yeah, he was a like a master craftsman in terms of like carving and making making like
Designing wood, like
yeah, and you like cool stuff like this is the seats that over the benches we're sitting on are pretty basic, but this is mass produced, so it's a different thing, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
But behind this bench is another bench I bought that we were going to use. It seems like it was for midgets, I'll show it to you one day.
It's probably perfect size for me.
But dude, that's literally hand carved, like tables and chairs. It's awesome. It's amazing.
Is that the one you bought?
Yeah. Did you see that?
Well, I think I sent it to you.
You did send it to me. That's fucking
What,
100%
the bench?
true.
The bench?
Yeah, the bench,
Yeah,
the bench
dude.
and the table, dude.
I came across it on Marketplace. I don't know what I was looking for. I think our guy's here, by the way.
I think he just left.
Yeah, you hear him?
Damn.
Well, hold on. We're gonna take a piss break then. We'll be back. Hold on one second. We'll put some pause.
And we're back.
And we're back.
We're
yeah.
back. How's my hair, guys?
I took your head off, dude.
I don't think. Oh shit.
How's my hair?
Oh yeah, real nice, nice and shiny, dude. Nice and shiny. Finishing off on the benches, yes. One day we'll pull those benches out.
Yeah,
and
man,
show
those
them.
I
are
don't know.
cool. Dude. I sent them to you, man.
Yeah.
I was on Marketplace for something.
Dude, that was a good.
That was a good find, right?
It was a great find. It's definitely one of a kind.
Yeah.
The guy who made those
It's
was
really
actually
cool.
very well known for sculpting wood. He died years ago. The guy kind of gave me a backstory on it, and it's something that you just can't nowadays. That'll cost.
A fortune, small fortune,
Yeah,
maybe a Bitcoin.
I don't know if it costs that much. I don't think
Get
so.
the chicken to lay the egg.
Yeah, we'll give him a chicken, dude.
Dude, this chicken better start laying orange bitcoins. But so that was I appreciate you sending that to me because I'm like, man, I don't need this, but I'm like, damn, this is pretty cool though, bro. Nobody has something like that. It's even if I don't use it, like I was thinking about putting it for the podcast, and then I set it up, and I'm like, fucking.
You said it like sits a little low, right?
Dude, bro,
It's
midgets.
made for little people. It's
I don't
made for
know.
little people.
A lot of people are fans of this bench right here.
Oh,
though.
100%.
People are
Cool.
like, I got so my
the
CEO,
pews, the church pews.
Yeah,
This
my
was-
CEO is like, it's the church pews and American flag for me.
But so we'll
We
bring
got-
it out one day just so we can
Church
show
pews.
it.
Hey, and we got
pray here, dude.
the
We pray.
painting in the background, so
Yeah,
Nashi.
Potala, yeah, for sure.
Those two sheep over there, mine.
That Chupaga's mine.
Yeah. But yeah, so about the benches, yeah. We'll move on from the benches, yeah. We'll probably keep the setup for a little bit, even though we might change up the table to something bigger. We have a bigger
We
desk.
definitely need a bigger table.
Yeah, because if we have more guests, it gets tight.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
we're gonna need the bigger tables with like the arms for the microphones.
Yeah, that'll be for the future setup for the podcast.
Once we
We'll
start
s-
making money off the podcast.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long
you go.
ways out. I was listening to what was I listening to? Joe Rogan yesterday. I was in here cleaning my freaking beehives like 1 a.m, trying to get them ready for the new bees. And I was listening to Joe Rogan. He was talking, I think, to Andrew Schultz, and they were talking about podcasters and how there's a bunch of these new podcasters that came up, but they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it for 6 months and then we'll see how it goes." Or I think it was, or was that PBD? One of the two, whatever. Well, listen to both.
He had Andrew Schultz on.
Yeah. They talked about podcasts, and then in the morning I was watching PBD, listening to PBD, and they were also talking about podcasts. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna give it 6 months and see how it goes." And they're like, "You can't do 6 months. Either you do it or you don't do it."
Right.
Because realistically, a successful podcast takes years to do.
Right.
For sure.
You just gotta get in it and just do it, right? So
Grind
you
it
won't
out,
really.
grind it out, keep with it, right?
6 months will tell you nothing. 6 months will.
I mean, we can talk for a year.
we can talk for more than a year. As long as still,
How's traffic?
it's not bad. There's views. People watch us.
That's
we
good.
get,
I
we
mean,
get
increasing every
subscribers
single week.
Every single week. Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
single week?
our subscribers have gone up every week.
That's awesome.
So I would say it's close to like 10 a week actually.
Good, man.
Because we're on episode 8, we're almost at 80 subscribers.
Yeah,
So-
so it picks up. It's been pretty good. There's a lot of people that watch. There's a lot of views.
I post a lot of shorts too.
Yeah, Marcin does a lot of shorts, and then we share those. So those
You got
are
an
some
Instagram,
views.
right?
Yeah, we got an Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram.
Follow, share.
Correct.
What's the Instagram page?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
YouTube subscribe
What's the Instagram page?
at TBTS Show for YouTube.
For everything.
Yeah, at TBTS Show is for everything.
YouTube,
Instagram,
TikTok, Instagram,
yeah,
Bingo.
Twitter.
Twitter. Yeah.
Love it.
So I haven't really put anything up on Twitter, but we'll get there.
Soon.
Yeah.
X.
X. I
X.
forgot. It's not tweets anymore. It's what is it now? What is it now?
I don't
You're
know what it is.
Xing?
You're Xing?
I mean, what do you Sears Tower? What do you call it? Sears Tower, Wills
Sears
Tower.
Tower.
Yeah,
Sears Tower.
right?
It's never going to change.
It's never going to
Where the
change.
Sox play. What do you call it?
I don't
White
know
Sox.
baseball.
What do you mean? What do you call it?
What do you call stadiums playing?
Wrigley Field.
No,
No,
Sox.
no.
Damn. People are going to be hating on you for that.
Yeah.
It's Comiskey
whatever.
Park.
I call it Comiskey, right?
Yeah.
It
That's
was
what it used to
guaranteed
be.
rate. It was something. I don't know.
US
what it is now.
Cellular
Yeah,
Field.
US Cellular.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember US Cellular.
Yeah, I call it Comiskey, man.
Yeah.
I just call it White Sox Park.
or Wrigley.
Hey, you know,
Yeah. Like
clearly I don't watch a lot of baseball. Yeah.
Not don't watch too much, but that's
Are you-
literally
are you
the
gonna-
one sport
are
I
you
would
gonna-
watch when I had nothing else.
Are you gonna call it SeatGeek Stadium or Toyota Park?
That's Toyota
It's Toyota Park.
for sure.
I just gotta stay Toyota Park forever, dude. SeatGeek has been hard to say, dude.
SeatGeek
You know, but
foreigner.
foreigner, 100%. We're all foreigners here, except Chris was born here.
I was.
Yeah,
I was.
that's okay. That's okay. You know, we'll include you.
Not
Thanks.
everybody could be perfect. Like
And import.
illegal. import.
He's domestic. He's a
Elite-
domestic
elite-
automobile, dude. But no,
I got
but
I got my Polish citizenship though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm a Polish
100%.
citizen.
Yeah, dude, dual citizenship. That's
yeah,
the way to go.
I did it during COVID actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was the process with that?
It was pretty long. It was
It
pretty
is- it
long
is a long
considering.
How was the embassy?
You know,
An embassy.
it was an embassy. You know, I didn't know what to expect, right? But they don't speak English.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, they don't speak English at a Polish embassy.
no,
That's
dude. Like
crazy.
you know, like, you go and say, "Hey, how are you?" No, that doesn't happen, right? Everything's
what
in Polish.
That's
right?
where the test starts, dude.
Yeah.
First, you walk in through the door. The first test is say hello in Polish. You know?
No, it was a lot of paperwork involved. Obviously, a lot of back and forth.
Specifically for you, if you were born here and you
I
want
was.
citizenship, you need to get paperwork from your parents so they can
Correct.
basically confirm their
Yeah,
blood.
I have-
almost
Correct.
you could say, right?
Yep.
I have to do my passport this year, and I'm dreading going to the Polish embassy. So I'm sure I could figure it out. I'm sure
But if you
won't
got to
take-
renew it, I think the process is
way
a lot
easier.
easier
Sure.
than
Yes.
starting from scratch,
yeah,
right?
but then like everybody talks.
So
to
don't
me,
let it expire.
Yeah, I understand, but they talk to you in like really clean Polish, and I'm not used to that. Because I talk.
Well,
we talk
are you a
Pogoda-
Polish
Yeah.
citizen or are you not a Polish
I'm a Polish
citizen?
citizen.
So that that makes a difference. That's what I'm telling you. The first thing they do is they test you when you walk into the door.
I didn't get tested, right? I didn't get tested. It was first time I think I went for fingerprints, and then they sent them back, and then after the fingerprints got approved, I went back and got the passport, and I didn't go through any kind of tests or anything like that. I wasn't
Yeah.
questioned like, well, no, for your U.S. citizenship,
They don't really need to.
you have an interview, right?
Yeah, their basis is the fact that you are of Polish blood.
Right.
You don't need to be tested on like the Constitution or anything like that
Right.
because that's a different process for America, right? If you want to become an American citizen, and if you're born here, you just got to pass the Constitution, right?
Yeah.
Know the language somewhat, pass the Constitution, and just have a clean record.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're good to go. Otherwise, well, good luck.
Right.
You know, so it's very, America's probably one of the only countries in the world. I'm not I'm not gonna say this for sure, but it's only one of the only countries in the world where you can, get citizenship no matter what. In terms of like, you could be from anywhere. You can be.
You don't
whoever
need
want.
family members here.
You
or
don't need. Yeah,
anything.
there's no. America's a country of immigrants, right?
So you
So
can't be from anywhere because like Iran. You're from Iran. You can't come into the U.S. from my knowledge.
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, if when they were able to come to the U.S.
At one
point or
you know,
another,
I'm
right?
sure there's sanctions out there at some point.
Yeah,
the only reason I know
well-
this, I went to
Did you go to Iran?
He's a-
Iran.
he's an
trying to open
Iranian
Dave's
citizen.
Chicken over there.
I met some friends from Iran. They live in Canada, and
Yeah.
we just started talking. And their biggest dream is to come to the U.S. and they can't come to the U.S. because
they're
they're not allowed.
Iranian, yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
allowed in the U.S. Right?
Isn't
So almost anywhere.
isn't Damien's girlfriend Iranian?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is.
She is. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Canada.
Don't fact check us, by the way. I mean, I could be wrong here, but that's what I was.
I mean, that makes sense, especially if there's a country that's sanctioned.
Yeah.
Then
Yep.
then you really don't have much of a choice. I
Right.
mean, not that you have a choice. There is no choice.
yeah.
So in terms of that, yeah. So what else besides Dave's Hot Chicken operating a couple of those?
How do we switch over so fast?
I don't know. But you were
Real easy.
We were
It's
on
real
it, and then we
easy.
talked about benches.
This is exactly what happens every time.
Yeah, we were trying to keep it, kind of like first half hour. Let's talk about whatever,
For
and
sure.
then we're just like bum 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 bum
And then
bum bum
Chris,
bum.
Chris over here trying to give us pointers about stuff, and then now he sees what the problem is.
Yeah, well, so first of all, let's go back to that conversation. Then we go to the other conversations that we're gonna have.
So
So
we'll go to the main
I'll,
event.
I'll give you a squeak every once in a while. All right. All right. So besides Dave's.
yeah,
What's the
what
question?
else do you operate?
I operate a banquet hall and conference center in Woodridge, Bobak's Signature Events. That's a family owned and operated business. Been doing that since 2004. 2005.
So you really have been in the industry for a long
Yeah,
time.
for a long time, man. So kind of like, I mean, I wasn't necessarily born into it, but ever since I can remember, it's always
Yeah.
been
You know-
food, restaurants, food and beverage, stuff like that.
My,
But
my office is like 2 blocks away from you.
from Signature?
Yep.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and,
Lyle?
on Maple.
Oh, okay, cool. Right on. Stop by. If you see cars in the parking lot, stop by for lunch, dude.
You can't see the cars in that parking lot.
Sure you can. Well, not from 53. You have to actually pull in Double Eagle Drive. So yeah, I do signature events. Been doing that for a long time. Banquets, private events, corporate events, social events. You name it. And then I also help operate another concept called Corrido out of Naperville. It's like a greens, grains, and smoothie type concept. So a lot of people compare us to like Chipotle. The line is set up very similar. You have a hot side, a cold side, a little bit more options, more ingredients. In my opinion, it's a little bit fresher. We do have a menu, so it's not like a build your own every single time like you do like when you walk into Chipotle. So we're a globally inspired brand there. It's we got flavors from all over the world. We have things like a Bangkok bowl, we have a summer bowl, we got a Mediterranean bowl, we have a tikka bowl, which is like a Southeast Asian inspired bowl and stuff like that too, with curry chickpeas and tikka sauce and stuff like that. So
Are you on DoorDash?
I am.
Oh man, I gotta order it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's really good, man.
Is that your only location that you have?
That's the only location that I operate. Yeah, that's a small concept out of Cincinnati. I think they got like 30, 35 locations. There's
Okay,
four.
so it is a franchise.
Yeah, that's a
right?
franchise as well. There's 4 locations in Illinois. I help operate the one in Naperville on 95th and 59.
Interesting. So you really are literally deep into the whole, not even hospitality, but the restaurant business.
Yeah, I mean, people ask me what I do for. Yeah, I'm in the restaurant industry, but really, it's like I'm in the people business.
Yeah.
So, restaurant is just I get to work around food all day, but I get to help
You got to
people,
make the connections. You
coach
gotta
people,
coach people, stuff like that.
develop people,
Yeah.
build those relationships with not only your team members, your crew members, your managers, the guests, and so on and so forth. So. Restaurant industry, but in my opinion, I'm in the people industry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
Deep-
got to be
deep into it.
Yeah, you're definitely deep into it for sure.
Deep into it.
Yeah.
I fry chicken, bro. And fried chicken and red burritos. And I get people. I get people married on Saturdays. It's not
That's
that
funny.
it's not that complicated.
Your whole week is, I'm gonna sell chicken during the week, and I'm gonna sell weddings on a weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it, man. That's it.
But I mean, yeah, dude, that's awesome though. I mean, for you, I'm sure it's a lot of work.
It
We
is.
know it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
Whenever I talk to you,
you're just
always,
like a workaholic, huh?
I do. I grind out. Yeah, man. I mean, in the industry, you don't stop. It's 7 days a week. The operations are open 7 days a week.
Yep.
Signature, even when one is closed, restaurants are closed, Signature's open. For example, on Easter, we used to do Easter brunch, Mother's Day brunch. So we have to work holidays too. That's probably the only downfall of the restaurant industry when everyone's on a national holiday,
you're gotta
federal
be open,
holiday, right?
I've-
We're open. Kids are off of school. They want to go out and eat.
Yep.
that's probably when you make the most money though.
Traffic increases quite a bit on Mondays. On
Yep,
those
yep.
Mondays, President's Day, and Martin Luther King and Veterans Day, Memorial Day, stuff like that.
I don't get those days off.
You don't?
Some of them.
I mean, I don't either. So.
I'll get like a floating holiday here and there.
Neither do I. So
Yeah.
we're on Labor
Yeah.
Day. Labor Day.
Yeah. No, I work.
Damn,
Yeah, I work.
taking that labor.
They
huh?
usually I remember last time I
You
was
gotta
like
work
on
on
call.
Labor Day.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's what
You got to labor on Labor Day.
I
Yeah.
labor at my house on Labor Day.
It's a celebration to work more.
No. Yeah, man. The grind is real, but you got to set yourself up to. I mean, you got to have a good team, good people that work for you.
Yeah.
and,
Yep.
work not for you, but with you. Right?
Yeah,
More
it's
impo-
always
more-
easier
more-
when people
more
work with you
importantly.
than being
Yeah,
under you. You can say, right?
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I have people that work with me, and I
Yeah.
work with people. Right.
Having a good team makes a big difference between enjoying your job and not enjoying it.
That's sink or swim right
Yeah,
there. In my
100%.
opinion.
That's why I
what
like
I'm
my
saying?
job. My guys, they're just my guys, but I don't make them do anything they don't want to, or I'm not yelling at them all the time. I'm just, and I try to lead by example.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
'Cause that's the biggest thing for us. It's like, I head on site. So whenever you got to go to client, I'm like, I'm more than willing to go. I'm like, does anybody want to volunteer? And they'll always volunteer, but obviously I will, I'm just not going to sit at a desk all day. I'll go to.
Having a good team is important.
Yeah.
It makes your life a little bit easier is one thing, but just easier to deal with the whole process of everything, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm super family oriented too. Like I consider the people that work for me, part of my family, right?
Yep.
At some point, the people at the Signature. Last time I hired a cook was probably 10 years ago. You know, so
Yeah.
I mean, my chef has been with me since 2003, 2004. I have a pastry chef that's been here probably just as long. So you know, at some point,
that's
at
a
some point
built
they become
rela-
family, right?
Yeah.
You know,
and that's a very well built relationship at that point. You
Yeah.
know, it's
Yeah.
and it's hard to build those sometimes, man. Depending on who it is, you know. But that's just part of business.
yeah,
You hope for those kind of relationships
Yep.
in business.
sure. I mean,
Because-
it takes a while to learn, right? Like,
Oh yeah,
you know,
I mean you're gonna make so many mistakes along the way.
I opened up, you know, I operated Tilted Kill in 2020. I'm sorry, 2009. I was 22 years old, man. Like I didn't, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't know how to pour Jack and Coke at the time. You know? So
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing, but
Yeah,
you know, slowly you figure it out. You
Yeah.
know, self-taught, right? I mean, you open up your business. You know, I've been listening to your podcast. Big fan, by the way. Like, subscribe, right?
thank you.
I mean, I
appreciate
hope you'd
it.
like it if you're here.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was paid to be here, but no, I'm just joking.
Man, nobody's paying us.
Just teasing, man. Just teasing.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
He had to bring chicken with him.
Oh, it's gonna get interesting soon, right?
Yeah, it is, man.
The main
Yeah,
event
I got
starts,
something fun. I got something fun. So, but yeah, you started. I mean, same way, man. You started taking apart cars, and you know, and what did you get? $1,000 from dad,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yep.
You know, help you out. You were working outside for a couple years,
Yep.
and you know, learning curves, right?
Oh, bro.
Right.
He does listen.
The things
I do,
had-
man. I do. I mean, I told you about your last podcast, right? It was a little bit soft. I mean, I came in here with notes, guys. I mean, you know,
yeah, dude, you learn a lot of lessons along the way. I mean, and the thing is, you got to understand, you're gonna be making mistakes the entire time along as you go. You're gonna be
100%.
learning new stuff.
Absolutely.
There's no way where it always be, you know, daisies and roses and whatever, however you want to say
Rainbows
it.
and butterflies.
Whatever, right? There's always gonna be days where, you know, there's gonna be a day here and there where you're just gonna really hit like the rock bottom, and you're gonna be
Yep.
like, damn, I gotta get myself back up and get back into it, right?
Yep.
So you're gonna be learning the entire time. And it's not only even if you own a business or anything like that. If you're doing a job and you're gonna be learning that job probably till the day you're done working.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
gonna learn something new or something different or a different way to do it
Yep.
or whatever, a more efficient way to do it, whatever. You're gonna be learning that. You get to that point where you think you know it all, and then next day, boom, something new.
Yeah.
I remember. I mean, when I was 21, I worked for Sprint. I was a district manager, right? So I ran 6 stores. It's like now I look back at it now. I would do things completely differently, right? I thought I was good. I thought I was a good manager. I had good employees, but it's like it's one of those things where it's like, damn. He's like, you're like, I could have done so many things differently.
Yeah.
You know, we could have made way more money. Blah blah blah. But it's all hindsight as well, and it's those things that you don't actually learn until after.
Well,
you
if you were
leave
still
or-
in it now today, you'd be like, okay, well, I would obviously do things a little bit differently, or
Yeah.
you would have learned those lessons along the way already.
Yeah, right.
You know, so somebody would maybe pointed them out to you, or maybe you'd point them out to yourself, or whatever, reassess, whatever it may be, right? But
That's the one thing I always ask for from my guys. I'm like, if I'm doing something wrong, just tell me. I don't,
Yeah.
you know, don't think I'll take
take
offense.
the input, but and don't take it too hard,
Right.
because you
Yeah.
know, taking it too hard
You
doesn't
gotta
really.
learn from your mistakes too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you gotta, and you also have to admit mistakes and admit it not only for
I think
yourself.
that's so important. Admitting
Yeah.
admitting mistakes. Like,
it's hard to do.
But it's part of
understandable.
adulting, dude. In my opinion, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Like, you know,
Do you know how many times, like, you know, I work in IT. Things break all the time.
Yep.
You break things all the time. I've broken things all the time. And it's one of those things where it's like, all right, I messed up. You know, I know what I did wrong. And as long as you admit that you messed up, like for me, my guy comments, hey, I effed up. Like I took a whole network down. I'm like, it's fine. We'll fix it. And it's one of those things. You're never going to make that mistake again. But it's also
Well, you do everything you can to avoid that mistake.
right,
again,
sure.
You know?
But you also know how to fix it.
Yeah.
But then it's also that thing where it's like, hey, at least you admitted that you made a mistake. You're not gonna get in trouble, not from me, anyways. That you know.
I mean, you're gonna get in trouble if you do it multiple times,
well, that's different.
right?
But I'm saying if you admit a mistake and you learn
No,
from it,
yeah, I agree.
then
100%.
you know, I mean, if it's beyond your control or it's something you couldn't control, yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do, you know. But it's one of those things where it's like, hey, you know, you might if you keep doing it, yeah, that's a whole different story. Because
Yeah.
then you're just not improving.
Yeah. Well, then maybe you just don't care,
Yeah.
you know, and you don't want to be. And if that's your outlook, then you're probably not going to be there long or doing whatever you're doing, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Realistically, so someone's gonna catch you, just notice and like, all right, you don't really give a crap about
for sure.
doing this job or whatever. So I don't really need to hold on to you or whatever.
I'm just
right?
here to be
I mean,
here. You're here as
yeah.
a body, and
I
that's it,
have
right?
people in my company that like I don't manage them, so like it's not really my problem. But I'm like, they won't be here for long.
Sometimes you know.
You know, and it's like
Those
if
bad
I know,
apples, man.
yeah, but like if you notice it, other people notice it, right? So
You would hope.
You would hope, yeah.
Unless
It depends.
my
depends
managers
on,
notice.
Yeah,
My managers
unless they
notice.
just
It
look,
depends on
look
how-
the other way, right?
Yeah.
it depends on how deeply invested the other person is as well, right?
No.
Yeah.
Who would notice something
Yeah.
like
Well,
that, right?
we changed up our whole management platform, how we managed the whole entire business last year, and it changed things a lot. Like people,
In a good way or a bad way?
it's hard right now because we're still doing it. They do coaching like once a month and stuff like that, or somebody comes by and tells you, okay, you guys are doing this well, but take a look at it from this angle and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And it's tough because it's like you got to have tough conversations with people that you didn't want to have
Yeah.
before, but it's
Yeah.
like it's a conversation you have to have, and it's like, hey, maybe this position isn't for you. We're not firing you, but maybe you want to try out a different position in the company. Like
Yeah.
something that fits your role, something that
Yeah.
fits you a little bit better.
I mean, that's, and then that's up to basically management to figure out, right?
It's up to you. At
I
the
mean,
end of the
yeah,
day,
yeah.
I had that conversation.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. But you can almost consider, if you got people under you, managing people, right?
Right, but what I'm saying is like
Yeah.
I've had that from my manager. They're like,
Oh,
they're like maybe you'd want to do, for example, in my case it was account management, right?
yeah.
Where I go talk to clients, go visit clients, sell them stuff like that. Like not that I do a bad job here, but my skill set is set for that.
It's better
because
for that.
I'm great with talking people. I know how to upsell people. I'm straight to the point. I don't try to BS anybody out of anything to get more money. I'll tell them straight up if they need it or they don't. I'm a matter of fact guy. And so they're like, that's what we need. The other guys that we have, they don't want to visit clients.
They're not people persons.
I work in
right?
IT.
I mean, that's what they are,
Yeah,
right?
but
I mean, you gotta
I-
be a
Yeah,
people
yeah.
person, right?
I also work for a company. I mean, we were in IT. What are we? We're all nerds. Everybody's not a lot of people are talkative.
That is true, yeah.
That's where it comes from.
The IT guys that come visit, troubleshoot my stuff. I mean, they're not very talkative either. No
Yeah,
offense,
yeah,
IT
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
That's
I
because you
have
don't
some
have me.
I
That's
have
because you
some
don't have
close
me.
friends that are in IT too, and I can't speak on behalf of all of them, but yeah.
Oh man, if there's a day that I'm not talking, my coworkers are like, "You gonna kill somebody?"
I mean, it's good to talk to people, dude. It's just, open yourself up to a little bit of conversation here and there, dude. Just a little, even just a little bit can
It goes a
brighten your
long
day.
way.
It goes a long way.
Well, not
Yeah.
only that, but it builds a lot of relationship with your clients.
Well, listen, we had this talk
Yeah.
before on a different podcast where we were saying that you want to build a better relationship with somebody, you gotta talking to them in person or just talking to them overall. It works better.
Yeah. Yesterday, I went to the house of the president of one of our clients, and we ended up having a 45-minute conversation about Doge, and I was
Like the coin or like the agency?
like the agency, and well,
okay.
he was just like, so what do you think of Doge? I'm like, well, it depends what you think of Doge. And he's like, I'm a Trumper. I'm like, all right, cool.
All right, well, we can talk. Yeah, we can talk. Yeah. Well, you can. I hate that the politics are so split.
Well,
you know what I mean?
that's the thing that we talk about. I'm like, it's because his kids are like very democratic.
It's crazy how you find that a lot too, right?
Yeah.
Like split households, man.
Yeah.
You know?
but isn't that crazy?
And he's
Yeah,
like,
it's wild.
He's like to avoid like any commotion in the house. He's like, I just didn't vote
Really?
this last election. He's
But I
like,
just go vote, just not say anything.
I mean, he does want to lie to his kids.
I mean, yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, I get it.
You know?
I mean, did the kids vote?
Probably.
Those,
I don't know. If
Those
that's fair.
bastards.
I don't know if it's fair.
no, that's not fair.
Yeah, I don't
100%
think
that's
it-
not fair.
I didn't ask him if his kids voted, right? Because she's like,
Oh,
she's
maybe-
the person we actually report to for IT.
so maybe they just kept it at that where nobody went to go vote.
Yeah, but like you can tell because his wife is from Thailand and like she just got her green card. So I was actually curious because I'm like, where do you stand on like immigration and everything? He's like, it sucks because he's like I just spent, like you said, they just spent, or what everybody was talking about, like we spent thousands of dollars trying to
Yep.
get her a green card and get her here and everything like that, and
Right.
these people can just walk in and they get a debit card.
Yeah, which is bananas.
But I digress.
Yeah,
Anyways,
exactly.
so anyways, we ended up talking for like 40 minutes, and it's like it's good relationship building. And like today, their account, because I'm not an account manager right now, but their account manager went there, and I'm like, I told my coworker, I'm like, how funny is it gonna be when he's like, we get Marson instead?
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible, right? I mean, listen, you build that relationship, it could come helpful in the long run.
Down the road for sure.
There's so
100%.
many-
Let's just say one day decide to open your own business, bro, and
Yeah.
hey, you know me, I know you, you know I know how to do my job. Join
Yeah.
me.
I would never try to steal.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, steal clients
Listen,
from.
you don't have to steal
yeah.
anybody. If someone's not happy with the product they receive, they'll go
Exactly.
elsewhere,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
right? So you don't have to steal. You could just say, hey, I do my own thing if you're interested.
yeah.
If you're happy with where you're
I
at.
mean, I've done side jobs for some of my clients, like the actual individuals, like at the house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because we don't do house calls unless you're like the CEO of one of our bigger clients. Sure, we'll make that exception. But like a smaller person, they're like, oh, I
Find
need
somebody
this
else.
and this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we don't do it as a company, but if you want, I'm willing to, stop by and take a look and stuff like that. So
Yeah. I
you
agree.
need
I
an
mean,
IT guy?
What's that?
Said you need an IT guy?
No. Well, actually, my IT guy moved to Poland.
How's that remote support go?
But he gets the remote in and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
So my IT guy Jerry, dude, he lived in Bolingbrook, and he moved out to Poland, and he retired out there, and he's he's doing he's building a house in Johnny. She's finishing it up.
yeah,
and
dude, that's
I'm
awesome.
excited
That's
to see
awesome
him.
that
Yeah,
he can do
I'm-
that. He can do that. I mean, sometimes nowadays you can get a job like that will do exactly that. You
Well,
can,
He retired already. I mean, he's at
Yeah.
he's 60, 65 years old already, and sold his house in Bolingbrook. Crazy story, man. He sold his house, and like the next day he was on a plane, right? Sent out one or two containers
what a-
and stuff like that. He lined
with a
everything up the right
suitcase of
way.
money.
Well, yeah. Well, he bought a house there and needed a lot of work. It was like a house. I don't know how you say it, in like Sudovimstania, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Somebody probably moved to America, left it there, and didn't finish it.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it had a roof, it had doors, it had
It was
the
closed
bricks.
up, but that's about it.
Exactly. Nothing in the interior was done. No plumbing was done.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. So he got to make it his own and stuff. And he's about to move into it here pretty soon. So I'm probably going to go back out there. When are you going?
August.
August. So you need a fellow podcaster in August? Do you want me to-
Let's go, dude.
Clear
Well, I might go to Poland, but maybe more in December.
Yeah,
You know,
who's gonna podcast with me then?
I'm a podcast in Poland.
yeah,
dude.
we'll do it in Poland, man. I'll
Yeah,
take you here.
dude.
Yeah,
I'll be at Zakopane at the New Year's freaking event, dude. It'll be-
They don't do it anymore.
What do you mean they don't do
Really?
it? Zakopane? Yeah, they do.
I don't think it's not as big as it used to be.
It doesn't have to be big, bro.
I don't
as
think
long as
I don't
there.
even think they did it last year, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong about that.
I could be.
I don't know. That I don't know. August, busy time, a lot of tourism. I went to Poland this past year for the first time in November, as I mentioned earlier, and it's an awesome time to go.
Yeah.
A lot less tourism, a lot less
I
traffic.
went in
dude.
November.
It was I mean, I would love to do it
Yeah.
again.
I went in
right?
November a few years ago,
Um,
but it didn't really work out too well. When
Well,
Grandpa died.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Day after I got back
Sorry.
back home.
I mean, that
Right.
is what it is. You know?
Yeah.
That's actually the reason I went. Is first just because you didn't think all my grandparents are in one cemetery.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And my grandpa passed about a year and a half ago now, and he's buried with grandma and my other set of grandparents in one cemetery. And I've never experienced All Saints and All Souls.
Yeah.
Which is
in
an
Poland.
experience, isn't it?
Oh,
Poland
man, it's
is-
so cool. It's so cool. To
It's kind of
see,
like
right?
known worldwide
And,
what,
and
how
probably
that really
pictures
is.
probably don't do justice.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't. I mean, I got some pictures on my phone I can show you guys, but you have to
Yeah,
live. You have to be there. You have
Yeah,
to
we've
live
been
it, you know
there.
what I'm saying?
I've been there.
So
before
yeah,
for that time.
first time for me. I've always gone. As a kid, we always went for summer, and then we went for I had to go for a couple funerals, so
Yeah.
it wasn't really time to.
Parents send
to
you
go
out
out.
for 2 months.
Yeah, right.
Don't talk to
those,
you.
Those were the days, though,
Dude.
right?
That happened to all of
Bro,
us.
dude. That happens to us every year. Like
Yeah.
at least not
Every
maybe
time we
not-
finished 8th grade.
Is that doesn't make sense? 'Cause that'll only be one time.
Well, no. Well,
So,
that's when mom and
parents
dad would
sent
pay
the-
for us.
Parents sent us. I think not everybody at once. Obviously,
No,
that wasn't possible.
Every
Like,
time
usually
every time somebody finished 8th grade,
two siblings usually went.
not always, because Kinga went by herself. She went with Kathy, but Peter went by himself. Joanna, you went with Joanna because you wanted to go back because you paid for your own ticket.
Yeah, that's true.
So after 8th grade,
I guess you're right.
my parents would send us to Poland for 2-3 months, and they would just put us on a plane and go.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
because like Paul went first, and then Paul got a girlfriend or something in Poland, and yeah. And then when Joanna went,
international.
and
Ah,
then
there
then
you go.
and then when Joanna went back the next year, Paul wanted to go back. So you paid for your own ticket that
Yeah,
time.
every time I went, I paid for my own ticket.
Yeah.
So obviously, but I love Poland, bro. Poland
Yeah.
is
Same.
awesome, dude. During the day, all the time, like during the day, I hung out with my cousins. We went freaking, picking freaking hay and taking care of animals and shit like that.
Yeah.
This is why
I went for Lode.
Novatara
dude. Frequent, dude. I gotta get a punch card over there. They gotta set up an app or
that's
something,
funny,
man.
dude. I enjoyed that kind of stuff too. I barely did like any visiting, right? Like I just love being around the farm.
Yeah, I do a lot of visiting, man.
Same.
We got family out there, and it's kind of one of those things where.
I think he's talking about more like tourist stuff.
Oh, tourist. Yeah, I mean that's all. I mean, I've done that.
Oh
over
no,
the years
yeah,
and stuff,
100%. I visit family and whatnot,
family
right?
and stuff,
Tourism.
Yeah.
When I was a younger kid, I did more tourism than when I was older.
I mean, dude,
when
how
I was
many
older,
times are you gonna go out to Vavel over and over and over?
I mean, yeah.
I went to Malbork
and the
2 years
and the
ago.
salt mines. You
The
know, I mean,
next
if
time
you're
I-
there with a group of people, and showing them around, but it's like I'm not just gonna go.
The
just
next
to
time I
I'm
go,
going,
next time I go, it probably won't be the time where I want to go when my kids are a little bit older.
Yeah, so they remember
And kind of
it.
go for like a couple of months and just explore Poland.
Yeah.
Like go to different parts of Poland and whatnot. Same thing in America, dude. It would take a couple months and just go drive around. Never been to Yosemite, National Park. I want to go.
Beautiful.
You've
country,
been
man.
in a lot of places,
Yeah,
right?
man. Yeah, dude. I've experienced it on 2 wheels actually. We did
It's awesome.
I've got 38, 39, 40 states under my belt in 2 wheels. And
Wow.
you get to see it a little bit differently when you're not napping in the passenger seat. I mean, you got to be up,
Yeah.
So the
The
longest
bike
trip.
don't ride itself.
Nope, no cruise control either, man. Longest trip we've pumped out was 8,300 miles across 14 days, 15 states.
That's awesome.
So I did everything on the West Coast.
How's your ass after that?
I mean, like the first 2 days hurt, and then it just goes numb after.
It's like riding a horse, dude.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what you ride. I mean, yeah, they were sport bikes, they were crotch rockets. It doesn't matter what you ride; it's going to be uncomfortable after. a
Yeah.
while. It doesn't matter.
They're
if
mad
it's a
just sitting like
Cadillac on 2 wheels.
like this
Yeah,
for
man.
freaking 8,000 miles.
So,
cool,
yeah, it
but-
was cool. Yosemite's cool. Zion is awesome. Valley of Fire, Moab. If you've ever been out there,
Utah, right?
Yeah. Went to the Salt Flats. That was neat.
Yeah. See, I haven't gone to any of those places. I want to, right?
That's cool, man.
But that's more of a. I don't know if that's more of. I mean, I guess family oriented could be right.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff is more just
It depends on what you want to get out of it.
Exactly.
Like we stopped, but like we didn't go. First of all, I'm not much of a hiker, as you can tell from my build. But we stopped at Zion, but we didn't go out hiking for half a day or whatever the case is. We didn't have a map either. I mean, we had a map. We knew where we wanted to go, but we didn't have hotels booked out. 3, 4, 5, 6 days in advance.
Yeah.
We jumped on, see how we felt, see what the weather was like. If we got stuck in anything or traffic or whatever the case is, and wherever we felt like ending off that day, that's what we did.
That's awesome.
But yeah, man. If we're all Facebook friends, I got an album.
Oh, I've seen.
I have an
your
album on
stuff,
Facebook.
yeah.
There's about 1,000 pictures on there.
Yeah,
It's good
I've seen that
man.
stuff.
It's good stuff, and everything is marked and everything's tagged too, like location wise.
Yeah.
So you can pull out of those locations if you ever
It's
want
too much
to.
work for me.
No, but that's awesome, dude.
So-
the
Tag
fact that you can do that is awesome.
So I just follow the leader on that one, man. I got a buddy. Yeah, his name's John Yashik, and he was like the trip coordinator, dude. Planned everything out, mapped it all out, and it's literally. I mean, it wasn't always following him because you're taking lead. You have to pay the most attention, obviously. So we all switched off and stuff. I mean, you're on the road for sometimes 16, 17 hours a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did it all, man. I mean, that guy has 50 states, 49 of them on an R1.
Which John?
Quintal?
Oh, Yashu from down Tennessee.
Yeah, Yashu. So he's got 49 states under his belt. He's got all 11 provinces and Mexico
Nice, dude.
on an R1. Bro, he went
The same one?
the same one.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude.
How much miles is that thing?
I think he
have?
just passed 100K.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of miles per R1,
So,
dude.
dude, he had a
Should put that in a museum.
He had an older R1. I believe it was a white one. Having problems with it right before he went to Alaska. So he went to Highlands when Highlands was still open, bought a new R1. And like 6 weeks later, he's got 10,000 miles.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was I couldn't join that trip, but him and Andy went on that trip, and that was 20 or 21 days, 10,000 miles round.
Andy's now down in Kentucky, huh?
Yeah, he's down in Paducah.
Paducah.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
Man.
last time I talked to him, he was down there. He was up here, I think, not too long ago.
Which Andy?
What's his last name?
Schwab.
Yeah.
Schwab.
Mm.
Yeah. So he's down in Paducah, him and Donna. The kids are older and stuff already.
Yeah.
Emily got married.
I'm pretty sure they still had the house here in Lockport, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they sold it already?
Yeah, they just did. Yeah.
Oh, did he sold it?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's not coming back.
No, well, one of his sons lives in Kankakee,
Yeah,
so
that's cool. That's awesome.
And the
though.
other
He wanted
son's
to get out of Illinois.
Yeah, and the other son's at U of I in college right now. So
All right,
You guys want to do this?
let's do this. What we're
do
supposed
it.
to do before it gets cold.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Here comes the main event.
the main event. You want me to talk about it?
Yeah.
All right. So ordered a hot box from Dave's Hot Chicken. It's called a hot box roulette. So we got a couple mild tenders, a couple medium tenders, and we have one tender that's a Reaper.
Wouldn't you know that by the color?
We're
No.
gonna find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out. I mean, see, you're already thinking about it, right?
I'm trying to avoid this. sucker.
Hopefully, we don't know by the color. Yeah,
Blindfolds everybody.
potentially we could. I may be able to spot it out. I mean, I work with it, every day. But
we can put it on a
And
blindfold on your
just
ass.
to confirm, Reaper is the hottest.
it is the hottest, and I couldn't even tell you what's in it. I mean, we'll have to put this in the notes somewhere, like once I get the specs of this Reaper. But it is insanely hot. Yeah, I mean, we actually have to make you sign a waiver before you order it at the restaurant,
Actually,
for sure.
if you're dining in or
Doesn't matter.
really,
Yeah. And I think there's an electronic waiver if you order it on DoorDash or online or something like that.
clearly you signed the waiver because it didn't ask you, did it?
Don't worry. We'll eat it, and then I'll make you guys sign one, all right?
No, whoever eats is gonna be signing that waiver, right?
That's what we have all this water
Yeah, we
for,
got-
because somebody's gonna.
We got a gallon of milk coming too somewhere,
All right, so let's get this set up. So I guess we'll pause it.
Pause it. All right, we have to remember what we're talking about, though, right? Not like last time.
Well, I
This
mean,
is
this
what-
time-
so
this
this
time
is
we-
what happens was every time we pause.
Why don't you just go get it?
I mean, I could get it, but
it's gonna
every
it's
time-
probably gonna be loud and stuff. In the
yeah, it's gonna be making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
But every time we pause, we always forget what we're talking
Well,
about,
no,
and
we
it's only
know.
like a couple of seconds.
yeah. Well, let's take a quick potty break too. I'm
All
a
right.
little bit older, That's what I
let's
was
do
worried
it.
about going on a 2-hour podcast. I gotta go to the bathroom,
All right, sounds good. We'll put it on pause.
See you back in a sec.
And back.
I think Marshall's buttons are fucked up.
Guys had some
That's
technical difficulties.
Marshall keeps
today.
pressing the button. It's not working, dude.
the only button that's not working right now.
So we have chicken in front of us.
Yeah, we got chicken. We got Dave's Hot Chicken. We got a hot box roulette. So, like I said, a couple mild tenders, couple medium tenders, and there is one tender here that is a Reaper, which is our hottest spice that we have.
I love how we're all looking at it like, which one could it be?
Yeah. So, all right, I'll go first. All right.
I think I already know which one I don't want to touch.
All right, I'm gonna go first. I hope I don't get it. Can you imagine if you get the first one? It's a big piece. Hold on.
Man, this thing get all mixed up. We should have brought plates for ourselves, huh?
Yeah, I thought about that, but it's too late now. Look at these.
No, he's good. He knows. No,
We're
he's good.
safe, dude.
All right.
We're safe.
If I die,
Don't worry. I'll make you sign a waiver before you do.
Paul, I hope you're okay, but can you sign this real quick?
Yeah, just really quick, man.
all right. Let's do it.
One bite. Everybody knows the rules.
I mean, if it was it, I would already be dead, right?
You probably feel it.
All right, my turn.
Go ahead. I'm gonna start chomping away here because we don't want to go over 2 hours here. You did that one, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing this one right over here.
Okay, I'm seeing the pattern. Everybody sticks to the closest one that's the next one.
That's a medium. It's a little bit hotter than the last one I had.
We pray. I'm trying to keep it off my lips.
Good idea. You've done this before.
Mm.
Not yet.
Gucci.
Good, huh? I think I have an idea which one it is.
I have an idea of which one it is too, I think.
We're all steering away from it. So we're all going to have to try it together. Oh, man,
I'm
this
gonna
is big.
I'm gonna take a gamble here. I'm gonna move on. No, I'm not taking no gamble. I'm just gonna stick to it.
Now that one's already taken.
Oh, is it? Oh, you already did it. Okay. Okay, that one.
You got this one, this one.
You swooped it real quick for
He
that
went, he
one.
went safe, bro.
Hold on. Is this one still safe?
No,
No.
that was
Man, I feel like this is it.
which one? This one?
Yeah.
No, he already went on this one.
No, did he?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, he did.
Where?
Right here.
Fuck.
You got this one, and this one.
Or this one?
Yeah, there's 3 left.
No, this one's already started.
Oh. Yep. So you got this one and this one, bro. And of course, it's gonna fall on me,
You already knew, huh?
dude. Why did I go first?
I was willing to go first.
Are we sure? Hold on. Well, I guess we all had 3 pieces each, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
And I
this
went-
could be
and
it
I
though.
went first. That could be it.
I think that the one that Marcy just took, I think is the one.
That wasn't it.
Dude, what if they?
Damn.
If it's that's the one, then one of us is gonna have to try it because you already know this thing.
But it doesn't take long. Oh man.
Marson.
Fuck.
Oh Lord.
I'm so scared.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna chug that Dave sauce. I already know it.
All right. Well, since we
We're gonna watch us pause this right away.
Same time.
well, listen, it was nice knowing everybody.
If I don't make it to my to Indianapolis tomorrow, then yeah.
That means you're shitting your brains on your toilet.
Cheers.
Oh, I can already say shit.
Dude, I'm starting to sweat.
Shit. You got chicken falling out of your mouth.
Holy! I like spicy, but this is spicy.
We messed up.
Just don't get it in the nose.
So this podcast.
Damn! I licked my freaking lips.
So this podcast might end early.
I'm just gonna keep sipping on water.
I'm gonna just keep eating chicken. That is not that one.
What if you did it by accident?
That would be.
We got pickles, right? I don't even like pickles.
That's so good.
Damn it! I licked it. My lips now.
All right.
Starting to sweat. Correction. I started to sweat.
You see, I'm just waiting for your bald head to start.
Dude, it's starting to get shiny. You can tell. Well, where are you going? No. It doesn't work like that.
I have tears in my eyes. Oh, bro, this thing is hot.
It's another bottle of water.
Yeah. This and we look like retarded people.
But I piss myself.
You guys want to pause this for like 5 minutes and come back when we
No, we're good. We're good.
All right,
I'm
you guys
good.
gonna muscle through it, huh?
We're good. We're good. Just eat more chicken. Woo!
No.
That's a good piece. Not that piece, but this piece is good. Whatever this piece is. I mean, I can't taste it, but it tastes good. I mean, feels good. Bro, that's a freaking hot sauce, dude.
You know, I thought it was gonna be worse, to be honest.
Go ahead, have another piece.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna give it to my coworker tomorrow. That's all.
Yeah. We're gonna switch it up for you when you pack
Yeah,
it
when
up.
you least expect it.
We'll chop it up in little pieces and then we'll throw it in the box.
There you go.
Imagine making like a Caesar salad with that.
Bro, that's so real. I literally have
It's
like
hot.
snot coming on my nose.
Yeah.
I blow my nose literally.
I'm just like a sip at a time, dude.
Same. I can't stop burping though.
It'll get better soon. It takes a minute. It does. Usually I follow this up with like a milkshake of some sort. You know what I'm saying?
This is what they do on Hot Ones.
Is that what that's called? Hot ones?
Yep. Yep.
So what? Is it how many you can eat?
No, so what they do is they bring a guest on, and they each have 10 wings, and they have 10 sauces on each wing, and it get progressively hotter.
I feel like I almost feel like that would be easier because you're kind of building a tolerance to it. No, I guess it makes it worse too. Just going from like
They have wing 8. It's called the bomb, and everybody this is exactly what happens every single time.
They tap out before they get it.
DJ Khaled after like 6 or 7 wings stopped the show.
Why you guys all breathing hard?
I feel like a dragon right now, dude. My lips are hot. But it was
How
for
about we crack a cold beer?
100%. Marcus, crack cold beer.
How about a cold beer?
You gotta give me a minute.
Because I'm almost done with this water.
I can serve my water.
That's some really good mac and cheese.
Thank you.
Oh, Dave's food is awesome, dude.
appreciate
The sliders you guys have, dude, the tenders, it's all good. I mean, this hot ass piece of chicken, it's not something that I would down my alley.
Yeah, it's not something.
How much a day you sell?
It's our least.
I wonder why.
I mean, there's two types of people out there. There's types of people out there like us, right? That are trying it.
Yeah.
And there's types of people out there that actually genuinely order it. Yeah, I mean, we don't sell a ton of it, you know.
Sick.
Yeah, seriously. So
what's your? Do you know by chance what your best selling spice is?
mild, medium for sure.
Mild, medium.
Yeah,
Medium's good.
yeah, mild, medium. Medium, you already start to feel a kick a little bit, a little heat.
Yeah, 100%. I usually get medium and mild.
Hot, you'll probably already like feel it on your lips and your tongue for like 3 or 4 minutes after you eat it.
Yeah.
Not like this bad.
Yeah.
And then we go into the extra hot, and then the Reaper. And the Reaper tender is actually spiced with extra hot and Reaper. There's 2 spices on there.
Ah. That makes sense. Do you know what the what pepper they use for the
No,
Reaper?
that's why I said we're gonna put it in the notes.
Ah.
I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, I have it in my notes somewhere, right?
I've already seen you do this challenge once before.
I'm not gonna lie, that one sip of beer just completely cured me.
Yeah.
Yeah, for my
So
lips feel.
keep going, man. I mean, don't stop now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep eating this mac and cheese.
I think we're done eating for the time being. We are hearing
Yeah,
back on
man,
us.
I'm already, dude. I mean, where's that?
It is good. All right, awesome, dude. This was fun. That was worth the try.
People are gonna watch this episode just for that.
Oh Lord, dude. I mean,
I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to go back and watch this. Like,
You can't-
see how did I get red? Did you see the vein over here? You know, like was it pulsating?
When you tell people about this, you can't tell them when we did it, at what point of the podcast. You know, that way they have to watch at least half of it.
I mean, you can skip, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's not as fun.
just skip and just wait till Z's head gets all red. Then you know you did it,
Like a
right?
balloon, dude.
When you see everybody's red, you know you've gone too far.
Oh, that was good. That was very good. But I mean, overall, the recipe is good. The quality of the chicken is great.
Yeah, it's good
So,
chicken.
so you were telling me last time about the chicken that it was a specific type of, not specific type of chicken, but
It's halal.
it's halal,
Yeah,
right?
it's halal certified. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's halal certified.
That's big nowadays.
It is. It's huge. You know, especially in our area, right?
Yeah.
Especially in our area, it's big and it's a small community. Like we don't market ourselves as halal. It's not on the.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's not on the building. It's not. I don't even think it's on the website. And we don't have a sticker up front or anything like that. But it's a very close knit community. And once they find out, you know, once that halal community finds out that you do serve halal chicken, you know, they'll come out and support.
They have there's a new chicken place right by my house. I want to try it. right by Zondo's.
What's it called?
I don't know. I've just driven past it. It was under construction, and they just opened it a few weeks ago.
Taco Bell.
Chicken's in, right?
Oh, yeah, Chicken's in, 100%.
Burgers win like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, Smash Burger, Five Guys, all that stuff coming out. Now chicken's really in, you know?
I mean, the burger places are still around, but I don't feel like they're as popular as
I
they
had a
used
good
to
burger
be.
today.
Yeah.
Smash burger.
Smash?
Well, technically it was
Smash or Fat Burger?
no. Technically it was Buffalo Wild Wings. It was called a Wild Burger.
Interesting.
But if you order on DoorDash, you'll have these like restaurants. They're actually just subsets of
Yeah, Ghost Kitchens.
ghost kitchens. Yeah.
What's a ghost kitchen?
So it falls under a different name, but it's essentially they pick it up from the restaurant.
Correct.
So Buffalo. I ordered a burger. I didn't realize it was Buffalo Wild Wings, but it came in a Buffalo Wild Wings bag and a box and everything.
Yeah, a lot of concepts, national concepts, and even non-national concepts. They start what we consider ghost kitchens, or what we call ghost kitchens. So, for example, Chili's has a wings division as well.
They were really good.
I
I like
forgot what
them.
it was called.
It's just wings.
It's just wings, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what it is? It's just another revenue stream.
Yeah.
Right. You jump on. You can only order this stuff on DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. These drivers, they don't want to confuse the guest or the customer, right? So you can never, to my understanding, you can't pick it up at the store. It has to be delivered to you.
Oh, okay. So it's not something you can order in.
You can do a pick if you order on DoorDash. You do a pickup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I don't think you can walk in and be
Interesting.
like,
Isn't that interesting that DoorDash and like Uber and everything brought in a whole new industry? Not in a whole new industry, but a whole separate offshoot of an industry, like a fast food business.
Yeah, and then COVID changed. Just
made it
everything,
even bigger.
Huge.
Yeah.
I
mean, my work every week.
I've heard about this. I just didn't know that's
Yeah,
what it was
I-
called.
I-
I've heard of like
Ghost
things.
kitchens?
Like, but I wasn't sure what the ghost kitchen term
Yeah,
really
and,
meant.
and there's even like kitchens in the city in Chicago, or even in the burbs, man. Well, they'll have 4 or 5 or 6 different concepts
Really?
coming out of that kitchen.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they'll just change the recipe a little bit.
Oh,
Like
no.
Chili's doesn't have to buy a separate wing. They
Yeah.
just maybe have to add 2 or 3 different sauces. They still serve the same fry, maybe just use a different seasoning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't have to bring a whole, 100 new SKUs into your restaurant.
Yeah.
You just piggyback off what you have.
That makes sense.
It does.
I mean, it does really make sense if you really think about it. Just you don't have to spend the money up front to, like you said, bring in new SKUs and
Well,
reorganize.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you're already open. You already have staff there.
You know.
You know what I'm saying? People are, your lights are on, your electricity's on, your overhead's getting paid no matter what. So why not bring in?
An extra few bucks here and there on the side, but just a different name.
Well,
As
yeah,
long
also, when you name it differently, people are like, "Oh, I want to try something different."
Yeah,
And then
for sure.
do you know how many times I go through those menus and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know what I want today," because I get a budget from work for DoorDash every week.
Oh, you do?
It's like $20, but
But still.
it's a free lunch,
Oh.
right? You have to use it by Friday. So, it's like every week, I just get one thing. Usually, it's like Jersey Mike's. I love Jersey Mike's.
How do
I
you?
haven't ever had Jersey Mike's, dude.
Jersey Mike's a good sub.
Good
Man,
sub.
my favorite subs are
Don't say Jimmy John's.
hell no. I hate Jimmy John's. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it out loud. I like it's expensive Potbelly.
Okay.
You know what's by? Did you ever have Mojo's?
Off on Maple.
Yeah,
Good.
expensive.
Yeah,
It's $22 a sub,
it is.
but that Philly cheesesteak is.
It slaps. Yeah, dude, give Jersey Mike's a shot, man. I think it's a good sub. They have Philly
Yeah.
cheesesteaks there too.
That's
I think
exactly
it's
what-
56. I think is a big Kahuna or something like that.
The Big Kahuna. That's the one
Right?
I get.
Yeah, that's the one I
no,
get
Big.
too.
I'm sorry, Big Kahuna. Yeah. No, that's it. No, I'm thinking, or is that one from Jimmy John's? That Big Kahuna is Jimmy John's.
Let me ask you this question.
Pull it up.
Yeah.
Pull it up right here.
But I know what you're talking about because I get the same one.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Does Jersey Mike toast their subs?
The hot. So
The
to
hot
my
subs, yes.
to my understanding, they don't toast cold subs, but if you get a hot sandwich like a Philly cheesesteak, for example, they will put the bread.
See,
on the
I like
flat sub.
my subs toasted.
Well, Jimmy John just started doing that, right?
Yeah.
They just started.
They just started toasting.
Just
Really?
started toasting
Yeah, I
that.
just saw it on the
Dude,
menu.
my
the other day.
favorite sub place was Quiznos.
Quiznos.
I don't think they're in anymore.
No,
of
they're not
course.
here, but they're in the side. They're in Denver. I can tell you that.
Are they?
Yeah, when we went to ski out in
I-
freaking Colorado, I was
I
like, dude,
remember-
we got Quiznos out here. I'm gonna go get
I
some.
remember I was driving through like Willow Springs, and this was a few years ago, and there was a Quiznos. I'm like, holy shit. and I was like, I need to go.
Quiznos was around, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Quiznos was in Illinois, maybe but like I was in high school, so that was probably like around 2005 or 7, something like that.
Yep.
Is when Quiznos was still around, and then they left the state.
Yeah, probably left the market, just wasn't there, you know.
Yeah, I know they're still out there, just not around here. But that was my favorite sub place for a long time.
I mean, there's restaurants that don't do well in Chicago, but do well in other, chains, I should say, that do well in other,
I'm
other
sure.
areas, other cities.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
100%,
states,
100%.
right? So just
I feel
'cause-
like Chicagoland area is a chicken place.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of chicken, and
Yeah.
there's,
Big taco place too.
for sure. A
I
lot of
love
good
ta-
Mexican,
I
a lot of good
love-
Mexican eats.
Love me some
Right.
Mexican place.
I think Chicago, dude. I think Chicago has overall has the best food anywhere in the U.S.
It's so
with
diverse.
Maybe the exception of like New York.
Yeah.
I haven't been to New York quite some time. I used to travel there quite often for work. But you just can't find the quality of food like you do here.
I agree. I've been to a lot of big cities and
stateside, right?
Yeah.
Like we're not talking about Europe or
Yeah. I think Chicago has good food, and I think it has a huge diversity of different food.
for sure. There's so many different options.
Yeah.
I mean, go to a steakhouse, and you just said Denver. Not gonna get a Gibson's.
Nope.
Sullivan's.
You're not gonna get a Sullivan's. Yeah, you'll get a Morton's, which is a chain. You'll get a Ruth Chris, which is a chain, right?
Yeah.
So
Did you ever go to Gibson's?
me, yeah, the one in Oakbrook, and then
I like how they bring out the whole platter of different
Yeah.
cuts.
yeah,
Like,
for
which
sure.
one do you want? That's the one you literally point it, and they grill it.
That reminds me of Homer Simpson picking out his cow. dude.
Yeah. I want that one.
Oh no, that one. I want that one. But
Yeah, Gibson's, and then they also, if you're ever in Naperville, they have a Hugo's Frog Bar, which is a division of Gibson's.
Oh, really?
Very similar menu, same steak cut, stuff like that, just called Hugo's.
Oh.
we say
Except
Hugo's
I-
what? Frog bar?
Hugo's Frog Bar.
Yeah. I went to Sullivan's in
If I
Naperville.
heard that, I would think of
That place was good too.
Sullivan's in Naperville?
Yeah.
Dude, they got cheesesteak egg rolls, bro.
My girlfriend makes cheesesteak egg rolls, so I just get that at
I'm
her
coming over.
house.
I'm coming over.
She
love-
literally
I've been
made
to
them last
Sullivan's
week.
Love a good. Dude, me and you got to go out to lunch together, dude. I have a feeling. I have a feeling we'd vibe over some Philly cheesesteaks, dude. I'm a big fan.
We'll go to Mojo's for lunch one day.
For sure, dude. Absolutely.
I like Philly cheesesteaks for sure. Just from my hood where I work at.
You ever got? you ever been to Philly?
Literally.
You ever been to Philly for a Philly cheesesteak?
No.
Yes.
No, Pat's and oh yeah, you went with Mike, right?
Yeah.
With the Wiz.
It was all right.
That's
I
why I
thought,
like
I thought it would be better.
It was. It's okay. I mean, there's other. In my opinion,
Pat's, there's another one. There's Sam's, or
Geno's,
Geno's.
Pat's and Geno's, yeah.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I mean, it's kind of like the Maxwell Street, right? You go to Little Italy, what is that, Union Station over there, if I'm not mistaken? No, not Union Station, Little Italy on Union Street, right? With the two Maxwell Street, you got Jim's Original, and then you have
Yeah.
Maxwell Street. It's kind of the same concept with Philly cheesesteaks over there.
Yeah.
There's other chains and mom and pop shops that you can probably get a better product,
yeah.
right?
I used to have a Sprint store in Greektown. And they had a Philly place like right across the street from there. I used to go like every day.
I'm feeling that Reaper going down by like.
Oh, it's slowly starting to trickle down
Bro,
now.
I'm freezing now because the heat's gone.
Well, then you need another piece, dude.
Warm yourself up
I'm
again.
scared,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Warm
Yeah,
yourself
you warm
up.
yourself
I feel
up
like I
again.
took that pretty well, considering I'm not like a very I don't do spicy food.
I don't have a big heat tolerance.
Yeah. I mean, we're Eastern European.
Yeah,
We grow potatoes, not peppers.
true.
Pepper. What's a pepper?
I remember when me and Mike, the redhead, we used to work at the liquor store together at Stadium. And one time, Stan grew his own peppers, and one time he brought
Oh,
a
those
couple,
people are the best.
and he brought a couple of habaneros, raw habaneros, and it was closing time, and it was Slamo was having a party, so we were about to go there. I'm like, yo, Mike. I'm like, here, have one of these. He's like, what is that? I'm like, it's a dried tomato. Guy takes a big bite. And this kid's like, his hair is red. He's got freckles, so he's already like naturally like red, right? I've never seen him become even more red. And he looked at me. He's like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Whoops.
And I'm like, all right, I'll take a bite too. So I took a small bite. I took a small bite and I was puking in the bathroom for all the milk and from all the milk that I drank. And I think I racked up like $20 in like chocolate milk because we were at the liquor store, so there was already everything there, and I was just chugging chocolate milks.
I think there's a fun fact out there. I know you guys have a lot of fun facts.
Weren't you supposed to tell us something about a previous podcast?
I will, yeah.
Yeah, like, what you at right now?
Hold on, you can't consume a gallon of milk in one sitting.
No, it's impossible.
Yeah,
Your body can't do it.
right.
But can you consume a gallon of water
Did you know? Yeah,
in one sitting?
I don't see why not.
Why the hell can't you do that with milk?
No, I think
I just know you. I know you can't.
No, I think it is possible.
I've heard that
Can
it's
you
not possible. That's what I've heard.
gallon of milk
Is this water
of milk in 1 hour in one
sitting?
I don't know. Hour sitting. I don't know what.
Because I remember there was the milk challenge. We used to do that in high school.
Press the enter button. Technically, you could try, but your body probably won't let you. Most people can't handle that much milk at once because of lactose intolerance, stomach capacity, and sodium content. Interesting. Milk has that much sodium in it. Drinking a gallon of milk in one sitting often leads to nausea, vomiting, bloating due to the body's inability to process that much lactose in liquid. So the lactose is what would probably mess your ass up.
So what I'm trying to say is, if you guys want to do another challenge while I'm not on the podcast, you're more than welcome to. I'd be happy.
I would have to
I'd
find
be happy
somebody.
to sponsor it with a couple gallons of milk, guys.
But
You're gonna see Chris just standing, and
Oh,
you're gonna
man.
hear him in the background. I did. I remember Mike challenged me once. This is also when I was at a liquor store. We ordered. Remember when like you said the lunch specials from like the China places, from Chinese restaurants?
yeah,
Like it's just like loaded up with stuff. And he's like, I bet you can't eat that in one sitting. I'm like, I bet
bro,
you
that
I
is such a
can.
terrible idea.
Yeah, no, I was puking in the bathroom. I could not finish.
Dude, Chinese
everything.
food, when you eat it and then if it sits for a little bit, it literally like expands in your stomach, dude.
Yeah.
And you just there's nowhere for it to go but one way.
That's why Asian countries, they eat with chopsticks. That's why a lot of them are thinner, like, right? Because they eat slow. Because with chopsticks, you're kind of limiting on how much you can eat at once.
You ever see me watch eat eat with chopsticks, bro? You know how to eat with chopsticks?
Yeah.
You?
Hell no, bro. Every time I try using chopsticks, I hurt myself, dude. I stabbed myself in the nose one time, dude. I said, nah, fuck this.
How did you stab yourself?
I was trying to freaking and it slipped and it went right on my nose, dude. I said, fuck this. Give me a damn fork, dude. I thought you were gonna talk about pigeons and rice, dude. That's what you're.
Pigeons too, yeah. That they explode.
If you give them too much rice, they're gonna explode.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You got any pigeons?
It's pigeons.
Do you have any pigeons?
No, I don't have. No, I don't have pigeons. Michelle's grandpa has a fucking ton of
Yeah, I know it was
pigeons.
big. Like, you know, I had some neighbors in Burbank back in the day.
The old guys used to like pigeons.
Yeah, man.
They sent messages to each other.
I didn't understand. Like, I don't understand the like. So
They raced pigeons.
They race them. Like, they let them go and then they come back and there's a certain time frame. I didn't
Yeah,
understand.
that's why they're messengers, is because they knew how to naturally get back.
Right. But like, how do you race a pigeon? I know how to race a car.
Yeah.
How do you race a pigeon? Like, where's the track?
That's how do you tell them where to go?
No, for real, man. Like, how do you? I never understood it.
Unless the conspiracy theory is true,
With letters.
and that birds don't exist, and they're all little mini robots. You never heard that one?
No.
That they're all mini robots,
Lord.
and they all have a little built-in camera into them. The eyes are built-in cameras, and that's why you always see
I mean,
one.
I'll get you a built-in camera over here if you want. Back to that last podcast. What was I gonna say?
It was the home remedy.
It was the home remedy. It's lemon, Paul's honey from his bees, and ginger.
Yeah, ginger is the one we're missing, right?
Ginger is what you were missing. Man.
Yeah,
you were thinking long and hard about that.
Dude,
ginger.
we were.
Dude, literally, and my wife uses it all the time, and I'm like,
I mean, I use it every day, twice a day actually. I take a shot in the morning and take a shot at home when I
You
want
don't
to get
just
home.
put it in your like tea or anything?
No, dude, I throw it like 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons in like a cup and a little bit of warm water, and you know.
I usually do it in tea, if anything.
I don't drink a lot of tea. I drink a lot of coffee.
So do I.
Yeah, I don't drink a lot of tea. Though. Speaking of coffee, man, pass me my cup over here.
this guy's already down a couple beers, a couple of coffees.
This guy drank a beer so fast earlier.
Yeah, it was one breath. Just one breath, and it was done.
He did the tornado thing.
Dude, when we go out to Bears games, we do some tailgating. I've taken money from some people.
I wanted
They
to
want
go
a shotgun beers, you know? You want a shotgun? Yeah, $20. Then it comes in the $50, and it's $100.
Double or nothing.
Yeah. I wanted.
It's
I
much
wanted
easier to take money from people who drink it.
I wanted to take the trailer to a Bears tailgate and see how that would work out.
Yeah, dude. Let's talk about your trailer. I mean, you have what is it called? Tipsy trailer. We talked about this once before, I think, on the podcast. But you should probably promote that a little bit. You know, get it out there. You know, get some.
Yes, please. I have some questions too. I've probably maybe asked you, but I have some questions as well.
Yeah. So I have a trailer. It's called Tipsy Trailer. Basically, what I did is I built a bar inside of a trailer. And what I do is I rent it out for parties, and usually it's me bartending. If you want somebody better looking, then I can probably find somebody.
Yeah, you can hire me.
Well, I was thinking like a girl.
Oh yeah, that too, obviously. Yeah.
I mean, you can be a girl if you want.
No.
I bartended at a banquet hall for quite a few years. That's how I got my experience bartending, and
Which
then Camelot.
Oh,
That's why I know Joanne and Chris.
well, Joanne and Chris.
Yeah. And then I do private parties with or without the trailer. And yeah, that's
All right.
what I do on the side.
And so what is it called again?
Tipsy Trailer.
You got Instagram?
I do. At Tipsy Trailer IL.
I'm just trying to promote you out there. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't like talking
if
about
you want to
myself
promote
that much.
anything today,
So
it's like
question.
solutionsauto.com.
yeah,
You're looking for car parts, specifically Japanese sports
JDM,
cars,
right?
Yeah, we got you.
So, how many events have you done? Have you done quite a bit?
Not as many as I'd like.
Okay.
I have done a few.
So, tell me about the alcohol portion of it, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I serve it. I don't provide it.
So everything has to be provided by the host,
Correct.
right?
So usually when you book with me, I will do whatever you give me as far as like simple drinks, Jack and Cokes, all that stuff.
Sure.
So whatever you give me, I'll use. Right. But then I also, with the package, you can get 2 signature drinks. So if you want something special, like for anything that's like harder to make.
So what do you supply outside of the trailer, if you don't mind me asking, and yourself? Mixers, garnishes.
I'll bring some mixers. I usually bring a specific set of garnishes, so like limes, lemons, cherries, right? If you want anything else, you can provide that. I can provide it to you too. It's kind of
It's kind
up to you. Not always.
No.
If it's just like, hey, can you get some oranges? Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
You know, at cups, I have cups in case they don't have any, but like I just have regular plastic cups because I'm not going to carry around glass.
Yeah,
right?
you'll never get them back either.
Yeah. Obviously, all my tools, as far as tools go, so you don't have to like provide any of that. Usually, what I ask for is liquor, the main chasers. If there's a specialty drink, like if there's like you need simple syrup, I usually have simple syrup with me. But if they provide it, right?
You make it yourself or you buy it?
I buy it.
Simple syrup?
Yeah,
Easy, bro.
I know it is.
I mean, you have no idea how easy it is.
It sounds pretty simple.
No, I've seen
Dude,
it before.
it's-
It's very easy.
It's sugar and hot water.
Yeah.
And I believe the recipe is equal portions of each.
Yeah.
So for 1 cup of sugar, you got 1 cup of hot water, and it's simple syrup. I swear, I'm not joking, man.
I mean, you're a bartender for a long time, so you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 1-to-1 ratio, but
Yeah.
obviously we can find out with Chat GPT. But I mean, you know,
I like how it says ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info.
Where does it say that?
And the bottom, dude, can make mistakes.
Oh.
So they're letting you know they can lie to you.
I think it's 1-to-1.
Yeah, it is on the one. All right.
That's it, bro. You're paying
Well,
$5.99 or $6.99.
half the time the clients don't need it after they provide it, so I just take it home with me.
And then you
But-
drink it?
No, it sits in a box until I use it again.
So what kind of events do you do, man?
Mostly private events. So I've done Popravina. That's I've done it for our picnic before. I haven't done too much. I want to start doing more stuff, but I've done birthday parties.
I mean, you have a shorter season, right? You obviously don't roll around in the winter because people are having parties outside.
Yeah, right.
So you have late spring, summer,
Yep.
in the early fall.
Yeah, I already have
stuff like that,
I have a couple bookings. I have one booking for sure, and I have a couple people reaching out right now. One's for a Popravina for a friend, and then people will reach out.
Popravina After party after the wedding.
or Polish after parties for weddings. Yeah.
Yeah. We party 2 days.
Yeah, man. I mean, you have no idea how many people reach out to me
Yeah.
asking for bartenders or servers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? For their private events.
Yep.
And so there's definitely a need for it, right? Because there's not a lot of people out there that do
Yep.
home barting.
Especially if you want somebody like Polish.
Yeah, for sure. Bilingual and trilingual. I think we get talked about that on a podcast too.
No, Paul keeps claiming he's trilingual.
¿Cómo estás?
¿Tú hablas español?
Sí.
There you go. Yeah, no, but for sure, I think people birthday parties, kids' birthday parties, or kids turning.
I've done a graduation party.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's nice because like it takes the whole like responsibility away from the person throwing the party.
Yeah.
That's usually what people pay for, right?
100%.
It's one of those things where it's like, oh my god, I don't have to go around by 50 people and keep it.
Constantly keep asking, what can I get you a drink?
Right.
And then you got to go over to the bar,
Yeah.
and then you got to make it for them because obviously
And then the second
you want to
back.
be a good host,
Yeah.
and you want to take care of your guests that are coming in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
the
it
second-
definitely makes the party easier to deal with. Right?
Absolutely,
You know?
absolutely.
Imagine if you have 20 guests, you have to make a drink for every single one of them. You're gonna be just making drinks, dude.
So, now, do you come out without the trailer?
Yes.
You do.
Mhm.
So if
I
someone wanted
don't
to
really
like
have like a setup yet
No.
for it. I do have another idea that I want to start working on soon.
you making tacos on the side too.
No, nothing bar related, but it is party related. It is party related. I don't want to say it, yeah, 'cause somebody might steal my
I was
idea.
gonna
You
say,
know?
would you care to share? But I guess
No,
you
no.
off camera. or?
Off camera, I'll tell
Alright,
you.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's like Joe Rogan speak right there.
Yeah.
Dude. I'll tell you after that. After I'll tell you
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
I'll tell you. I was gonna say who, but I can't say, so I'll tell you after.
No, that's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, if potentially it is a business that can be all year round, but obviously with the trailer, it's only certain portions. Of the
Right.
year.
I mean, the other one would more or less. It's more for outdoor parties. It's also like party related.
right on.
But it's more for like outdoor parties. I mean, people can get it for indoor parties too, though. It's just I don't know if I'd want to do it in the winter because it's like walking through all that snow. And,
No, for sure.
I mean, unless I need a buck, then
Unless Santa Claus is looking for a bartender to come with him to some parties.
Give me my little.
I
Dude,
will
that
wear
would-
pointy
oh,
ears.
that would
I
be
will
good,
wear
dude.
pointy
Hey,
ears.
You take care of the
No.
kids, we'll take care of the adults, right? You'll be the elf making the drinks,
That's
dude.
what I just said.
I think you guys should tell everybody what we're talking about now. So
So Chris, in the winter, usually in the holiday season, he does a very generous thing for kids, for everybody, for close families, but for anybody and everybody who wants to get it done. He dresses up as a straight up Santa Claus. He's got a real suit and everything, got a beard and everything. Sick suit. He's got reindeer.
and a sleigh. I actually almost bought one.
I-
We'll talk about
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I got you up for a trailer, bro.
Yeah. But so we got a reindeer right there, dude. Rudolph is right
There
there.
you go.
dude.
We need an action shot this year.
So he does a very generous thing. It makes he's been to my house. He's
Yeah.
been to a bunch of friends of ours where he comes in with as a Santa Claus. The kids are freaking excited. They're all happy. Not only the kids, the adults are even happy.
Yeah,
I mean,
when you see mom and dad's jaws drop too,
yeah,
it's-
dude,
Yeah.
it's straight up Santa Claus showing up to your house, dude.
Yeah, so-
The sound, the look, everything. I mean,
Thank
do
you.
it. Let's go.
No.
Come on, let's go.
I'm not in costume.
go.
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
There you go. See, dude, that's straight up Santa Claus right there.
Yeah, man. It's cool. I loved. I've been doing it for 17 years, man.
I know you did it for a long time. I didn't
it's
know how long you were doing it for.
Long time. It started off as a joke, actually, and I'll come in as Santa, closer to the
do it.
holidays. If you need a guest, obviously, right?
We will.
But, I
Always
will.
looking for guests.
I started off doing it at the bank, dude. I used to work in Mid America, right? And
Yeah.
That's funny that you started.
I
off in
remember you when you
Yeah.
worked at Mid America.
Yeah, I worked on 87th and Cicero in Burbank, and one day I came in to work on a Saturday, and they're like, "Hey, man, we don't have you at the teller window." And I was, maybe I was a teller supervisor at the time or whatever. You're not running the
Yeah.
window or you're not running the teller line anymore. We want you to dress up as Santa Claus, right? And I'm like, no way. I'm like, for real? I thought it was a joke, right? I thought it was a joke, right? And yeah, they gave me a suit. I threw it on. It was not like, it was kind of icky. Obviously,
Yeah.
wasn't my own gear, but I did it, and then I did it the following year, and I think I did it the year after that. And then once I got out of the bank, I started with the kilts and did it at the kilts. Did like kegs and eggs with Santa.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
That's
So I
cool.
used to go around the restaurants. I did 2 restaurants one day and 2 the next day, 2 one Saturday. 2 restaurants on one Saturday, 2 restaurants on the next Saturday, and then what did that evolve into? I mean, it evolved into my buddies having kids. You know, hey, you know, Jujush is a month old. You know, we don't want to take him to the mall, or we don't want to take him to Dick's Sporting Goods or Bass Pro Shops, I should say. Why don't you come by for a couple pictures? You know,
I mean, the convenience of you showing up to a house instead of you going somewhere.
Yeah, so that's
you
how
get
it all
together with a bunch of kids, you know, and then you have them all waiting for Santa Claus at the door. It's like, I mean, it happened at my house this year. They were pumped.
So, and then that evolved into doing house visits like on a regular, you know, and then obviously, not that I never really wanted to like put myself out there on social media platforms.
Yeah.
If people tagged me, cool. You know, I shared it, or
Yeah.
you know, I was posted in a picture, they tagged me or whatever. But then it got to the point where it's like, you know, I'm gonna create my own Instagram page and just see what happens, right? So last year, in 2023, so 2 Christmases ago, I created an Instagram page, Santa Claus with a Z, ho ho ho, and it just kind of took off, man.
That's awesome.
Kind of took off.
Yeah,
and,
I remember you added me on Instagram. I'm like,
who's the guy in the red suit?
I literally couldn't I couldn't tell it was you.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a real nice suit. This is the one I did in 2023 was my 4th suit, and I just picked up 3 more suits this year. So I got some.
You got some new gear coming in,
I got some new gear for next year.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see this new gear that you got.
Man.
I picked up a chair.
I did. I picked up 2 chairs.
Yeah, I seen the chair. Yeah, I seen the chair.
I take it pretty seriously.
No, it's all good.
I take it pretty seriously, and I enjoy doing it. I love seeing the kids.
Bro, we need a year where we really have a shit ton of snow. And then get an actual sleigh out there, dude. Because you know plenty of people out there fucking with horses, bro. Dude, bro.
So I almost got one this year. There was one about 3 or 4 hours away from here, but they ended up selling it to a church. And I was ready to go pick it up, man. I was ready to go pick it up. It's like a prop.
I know, because you let me know because you have the trailer.
Yeah, I was ready to go pick it up as a prop. It was from like the late 1800s, so I'm not sure how durable it was. But it was a really old, rustic-looking sleigh, and I was thinking about doing something at Signature or something like that. Using it as a prop for pictures and stuff like that.
Put them right in front.
Yeah, and then, you know, this year I plan on working with some photographers. I've actually already been talking to some because they want to get it on the books early, but doing some photo shoots with with families and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, and then whatever Chris basically got as in the donation for doing this from whoever, whenever. Is basically took all that money, donated to charities.
Yeah, so the first 16 years I've done it and never asked for $1, but then I came back with a whole bar full of bottles. At the North Pole, you know. So this year I did start asking for donations, and you know, just offset my costs on the suit.
Yeah, instead of liquor, just a small donation.
Exactly. I offset my costs on the suit, any kind of props that I bring for the kids, you know, coloring books, stuff like that. And
that coloring book, that's the one that's
the magical one.
The magic one? Man, bro. Blew my mind. I was watching Santa Claus, I was like, damn. I don't know how the hell he does this stuff, but it's crazy. Yeah. One time it's freaking painted. One time there's nothing. What the hell?
Yeah, man, a lot of good feedback this year. You know, I try to change it up a little bit every single year. You know, kids remember. You know, unfortunately, we did have to tell 2 families this year that Uncle Z is one of Santa's helpers. We had to have that conversation. Well, not me, because that's the deal. That's the deal, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll never be in that conversation saying Uncle Z. You have that conversation with your kids.
Yeah.
I won't be around. You know.
Yep.
So two families did have to have conversations with their kids about it. But I think
it's an awesome thing that you do. Everybody who's dealt with it or everybody who's had you or whatnot, they very much appreciate it. It's a really nice thing to do.
Thanks, man.
We all appreciate, like I said, you were at my house this year for one year.
Last year too,
yeah. And we had a bunch of kids over, and the kids were freaking losing it. I mean, they're actually being very nice, and they're taking pictures with you and everything. Yeah. So that was, you know, that's even better, you know.
Yeah,
parents enjoyed it. Yep. You know, kids enjoyed it. No. Everybody enjoyed it. So it was awesome.
I try to keep it I try to keep it a little bit religious too. You know, obviously,
good.
right?
Good.
So we always start off with prayer. You know, super important to me, and so obviously.
So we took our hats off when we ate.
Yeah, exactly.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You guys continue on, or you can pause. I'll be back.
Where are you off to?
Okay. Neighbors here probably.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I mean, I don't have any kids, so I don't I haven't come around, but I've seen it. I remember.
Well, if you wanna sit on my lap, bro, just let me know.
Hey, I'm in. I never know.
Yeah, but like I said, I got some new gear for this year. I'm actually going to Louisville here pretty soon. I'm getting
A baseball.
no, I'm not getting a baseball bat. I'm actually going to Louisville to get molded. My head and my chin is going to get molded for a real hair wig.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We talked about this already. Yeah.
So it's pretty legit. I'm working with a company called Custom Wig Company, and they use real hair. And it's Xanta 2025 is going to be as legit as ever.
It's gonna be lit, dude.
Yeah.
Literally.
So,
That's cool. That's awesome. I mean,
Brian,
like I
want
said-
to try Reaper sauce? Wow.
Oh, we had a buddy walk up in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
No reverse.
last week there was episode 6.
No, last week was episode 7, so it's 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Brian. was on.
I just watched that episode today. So yeah, man, it's a great car, man. Beautiful car. I'll show you my sleigh one day, dude. When we pick it up. He has no idea what we're talking about, right? Like, what is he talking about?
But yeah, I mean that's awesome. That's an awesome thing you did. I mean, everybody very much enjoys it. I
Yeah.
mean, you already got a lot on your plate. You know, running your business. You know, I mean, operating your businesses.
Yeah.
You know, is more than one, and then just overall in general, dude, just keeping up with it for sure. So
Something that I enjoy doing, and unfortunately, you can't retire. Like once you're in it, it's
Yeah.
yeah,
you
dude.
know, once you're in it, it's. I'm actually going to Santa school this year.
Are you actually?
I am. Yeah.
But that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I am. I've never attended, but the oldest Santa school is in Michigan. It's within driving distance. It's in October, and I've never been. I'm just kind of curious to see what it's all about.
why
You know,
not?
you can
You
always
get-
pick up some tips and tricks and hang out with dudes that do the same thing. And it's actually, I'm part of a lot of these Facebook pages too.
Yeah.
It's a pretty close community, man. I mean, these guys all kind of.
You get like a license?
I
be
have
fair.
a sleigh license already. No, but you probably just get a
Like a
you know,
sleigh, like a sleigh license, or like
Yeah.
You probably get a cert of some sort.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
so-
for sure.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do this year. So kind of geeked out on Santa stuff, you know.
Hey,
Teach
This is
their-
how
to each
everybody
their own.
appreciates it.
100%. This is why we wanted to have you on, because you do so many different things, dude. It's like
We're a man of many hats.
Little hair.
Wear a lot of hats. Little hair, a lot of hats. Little hair, a lot of hats. You know.
yeah, but definitely appreciate it. We'll definitely have you back on. Maybe when next time when we'll do what? Maybe we'll do what? Xanta in July? Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah, we can do Christmas in July. We can do it, in October, or whatever the case is. I mean, we talked about some stuff outside of me coming here today. Got some gun stuff maybe to talk
100%.
about one day. Some cleaning 101.
Yeah, I was gonna make a comment,
What?
but when you showed him your AR,
I don't have an AR.
yeah, the one that you bought legally, the one that
Boating accident.
Voting accident.
I just remember Chris just looking at it and he took that thing apart in like 2 seconds. I'm like, what the?
So yes, exactly. So we are gonna do one day,
Yeah,
one
we will.
episode one day where
Yeah,
we're
for
gonna
sure.
do some. We'll have to get an extra camera so we have an up
I was just
close
about to say
video.
you want something from the top.
Yeah,
Obviously,
and we'll
you know
do
what I'm saying?
a gun cleaning session.
Got one right there. ready
Yeah.
to go.
Oh,
You
cool.
know,
Yeah.
We'll
yeah.
do a gun
we'll
cleaning
take-
session, and then we'll
sure,
break
man.
it down a little bit.
Yeah,
and,
we'll take apart a pistol or something like that, and something a little bit more common. And then if whatever else you guys want to clean after that is up to you.
how to clean your car.
No, I mean, if anybody's got a rocket launcher,
Flamethrowers,
flamethrowers,
stuff
whatever
like
you guys
that.
want to clean,
Oh man, dude, that flamethrower you had last year was awesome.
That's cool,
Yeah, that's 100%.
That's cool, man.
But that's definitely different than the gun. That's for
Yeah,
sure, right?
man. It's
a little warmer.
it's something to laugh about.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Kids enjoyed it.
Oh,
Dude,
for sure.
the kids loved it.
Oh.
Not that we, they were
Shooting it or anything.
Yeah.
They're just from far away watching.
Yeah, they were
right?
just
from the
watching
porch. They were watching from the porch.
They were watching the snow melt.
Yeah, exactly. So, Chris, I appreciate you having on.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
We'll again do this
Is
again
it
sometime.
time already?
I mean,
Well, I don't know how long we've been recording. I literally don't pay attention.
How long are we on?
hour 40.
Seriously?
It passes by quick.
Yeah, man, it flew by.
Yeah,
Dude,
it passes
bro,
by.
I'm not gonna
It
lie,
passed
dude. I got the
quick.
jitters. I'm not like a big public speaker.
Yeah.
I work with people all day, right?
Yeah.
But jumping on
Public
no
speaking is-
hair, shiny head. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to think. What kind of questions I'm gonna get drilled with.
Especially when you go after Brian who's got like that mustache.
Yeah,
Like-
dude, that thing's solid. Solid.
It's imposed, though. The first time I ever met Brian, first time ever I moved to this neighborhood, right? I'm walking down This is a fucking hilarious story. And you probably remember. I'm walking. I was walking with somebody. I thought, Wojtek. I bought the house, and me and Wojtek are walking to the bar and checking it out and whatnot. And you see Brian strolling down the driveway, right? And so I'm like, let's go say hello. And Brian's got the freaking big ass sunglasses on. He's got the stash, just like right now.
Super trooper.
Literally. And we go up there, hey, Brian, how you doing? You know, I just moved into the neighborhood, right? I mean, I just moved into
You mean you're Paul?
I'm Paul. I moved in. Whatever. Dude.
The Reaper got to him, dude.
I'm
Making him talk.
I got brains fried. But I went up to Brian and I say, hey, I'm Paul, and you know, Wojtek is Wojtek, and I just moved into the, you know, I bought the house and I just moved it, and he's like, oh, you guys moved in like together? I'm like, oh, no.
You should have just held hands and be like, yeah.
Oh, bro. Brian would have lost his shit. He would have been like, oh, hell no.
That's good.
But so that was the first time we met. And he had that stash, and I was like, bro, that's imposing, bro. I was very like, damn, who the fuck is this guy, bro? You know, maybe some private investigator or some sort of something like that. Brian's a cool guy.
Meanwhile, me and Paul went mustaches one time. Michelle sends just a face shot of Paul and then a Mario cutout. I still have the picture. I'll show you it. It's so funny.
Oh, man.
And then my girlfriend's like, shave that shit off right now.
What do you think I got hit with?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
she's like, it was good the first day, and then I grow hair fast, right? Facial hair, and
I clearly don't.
I said facial hair.
Yeah.
I grow facial. So like the next day, I already had like a 5 o'clock shadow and stuff. So she's like, yeah, it was like after like the first 6 hours, I was done with it, and then we went to like prime time, and the chick that for some reason she's always my waitress. She's like, "What's up, Super Trooper?" I'm like. And then my buddies had a field day with it because like, look, it's Farva. I'm like, I am not Farva.
Oh, that's funny, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you for the challenge. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
for sure, man.
Let's go have some more
Obviously,
chicken.
don't get the Reaper. You'll die.
No, I get it.
Yeah, get it. Dave's Hot Chicken. Check us out.
Dave's Hot Chicken
Hot
is-
Box Roulette. And post it up. Tag Dave's Hot Chicken.
100%.
So we can check it out.
Gotta
on
get
all
Dave's Hot
social
Chicken
media.
up
I got 20 sliders this week.
Yeah.
I was like,
We're never going to end this episode, by the way.
Yeah.
Every time we try to like, hey, wrap it up.
yeah.
All right, so 20 sliders.
No,
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah. No, it looked awesome. We wanted to try it anyways. It was funny. My girlfriend's like, I was like, oh, do you want to go to Dave's Hot Chicken? Because it's funny because my girlfriend's sister was like, hey, do you guys want to go to Dave's Hot Chicken in Lockport because it just opened? And we're like, yeah, but we need like 20 minutes to get ready, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, we got to take separate cars. I'm like, she's like, never mind. I don't want to go. I'm like, still want to go. And she's like, yeah, we can't tell Monica. I'm like, all right.
So what spice level did you get?
Oh, I got medium and hot.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I only had the medium.
No hot.
My buddies had the hot, and one of them,
died.
no, he's like it's a little warm. He said he went to the bathroom a few times after we left.
Did he pee it out or did he?
Nope. No, I mean, my other buddy who had it. I mean, that guy's like Jake. It was Jacob, the one that
Yeah. From last week.
From last week, he had the hot one. He's like, it's not bad. I'm like, it's crazy.
Yeah, everybody's tolerance is a little bit
Yeah.
different.
Then I got a
obviously,
mild one because
so-
my buddy's wife just had a kid, so
Right on.
yeah, no spicy food.
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, good, man. I'm glad. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for supporting us.
Yeah. thanks for
Yeah, we
coming
support
out.
you. We support you, so you can support us.
for sure, man. And you can actually eat Dave's Hot Chicken on Friday, believe it or not, because we have Dave's Not Chicken. We have cauliflower.
Yeah, I seen it on the menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
So-
you want to hear a funny story?
Hit me.
You know how we had Ash Wednesday? You had the opening at the
Yeah, I had the VIP night.
and then you bought the cauliflower.
Yep.
Right. All right. You gave
I
us-
have an idea where this is going, but I want you to finish.
So, I ate the cauliflower on that Wednesday, whatever. All right,
Right.
cool. Next day, I ate the chicken. Right, cool. And then that was Thursday. And then Friday, I'm like, oh no, sorry. Thursday evening, I ate chicken in the morning, and Thursday evening, I was like, I'm gonna eat one of these sandwiches because tomorrow's Friday, I can't eat it.
Right.
So I warmed up this chicken, and I fucking, everything's all nice and dandy. I'm eating it. I get halfway through, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this chicken, bro?
It was another cauliflower.
God damn it, it was the cauliflower one. I was like, this
Wait,
guy, bro.
So did you eat the chicken on Wednesday?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
eat it.
you got two of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It was actually good. It was good enough where I was like, everything is good. the texture was off to me like
Sure.
halfway through, and I was like,
So you know what the product tastes like, so you know what you're looking for. But if I gave someone
that's so I was getting to that point is that if I gave you that and you would
have never had it before, I didn't tell you about it.
yeah, you would probably not know.
You'd be surprised, man.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
at actually I was at iHeartRadio today, dropping off, and I actually did a drop off when we first launched Dave's Not Chicken a year ago, and like we were instructed like not to really tell them that it's not chicken. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So they started eating it, you know, the bites and the sliders, and really good. You know, got great feedback, and I asked them, "How's the chicken?" They're like, "Oh, it's really good." I'm like, "You know, it's not chicken, right?" Like, no way. I'm like, yeah, it's cauliflower. You know,
And I don't like cauliflower. Let me tell you.
I mean, I'm not a fan either. You know,
I
I'm
would-
not a fan either. But it goes
willingly,
in the,
I would never eat it.
it goes in the fryers. You know, it gets dipped into the wet rub. It gets spiced with the appropriate spice, and it looks pretty close.
I mean, like I said, I got halfway
texture,
through.
yes, but because you know what you're looking for.
I got
obviously.
halfway through, and I'm like, all right. About halfway through, I was like, the texture, something's not.
Surprised I didn't get a
something's not
text.
right
I'm
here.
surprised I
So-
didn't get a text.
So I took home the chicken and you eat the cauliflower? Because I took home your leftovers.
Motherfucker. And now I know where my freaking food went.
You
dude. I
gave
was
it
like,
to me.
God, that's okay. There was one more sandwich left. I ate that one too. So we were good. By the time at Thursday night ended, I was done with everything.
There
so
you
we're
go.
good.
All right, now we can actually wrap up.
Yeah.
Oh, we were trying to hit the
Thanks,
limit or what,
guys.
dude?
Appreciate you guys. Studio, like I said, rock on.
TBTS.
Looks great. Yeah.
At
looks
TBTS
awesome,
show
man.
on YouTube,
Yep,
right?
Yep. Adam, check them out.
Follow, subscribe, turn on alerts.
Who's on next?
You tell
we'll
us.
Find out. Yeah. Who, do you have anybody you would recommend sending this way towards us?
I'm not gonna drop names.
Because we might have somebody. This might go down the political route. So we'll see about that.
It'd be cool to have someone from. I mean, I know we were talking a little bit about politics. Someone from Homer Glen.
Yes.
It'd be cool to have, and I know you were on a podcast recently as
Yeah.
well. You know, I mean, it's just anything that's interesting, right?
I mean, you could talk about anything. That's the thing.
yeah,
Is like,
yeah.
We don't
I
have
mean,
a. We don't have a.
I mean, you guys talk about Bitcoin and all that crypto stuff. Like, I'm not super into that
Yeah,
stuff.
me
so
neither.
I,
Paul's the one
I,
that's-
I learn. I
It's
learn
been a rough couple
I
weeks.
learn a little bit, but I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. You know, maybe a financial advisor of
Yeah.
some sort.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be cool. You know, we're at an age where we kind of have to start thinking about retirement a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm already only 36. Dude.
Well, but you know what I mean.
I'm
I'm
gonna have one without Paul. Or it's just my buddy. We're just gonna joke about it.
There you go. Maybe something
Damn,
like
give
that
that
would
to
be.
me, huh?
Maybe something like that would be cool.
Too serious.
Having I don't know, maybe a police officer would be kind of cool.
We got a guy.
I just
I
don't
have-
know how much they can talk.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
have my buddy's wife too. She's a Chicago
There's
cop.
plenty of people we could bring on.
Yeah.
We would have to do
you
shows
think-
every twice
think
a
Stash?
week.
Huh?
Sash?
I don't know. Maybe you would do it.
Stash who?
I'm
Stash
not gonna,
Bueno?
I'm not gonna drop any names, but yeah, maybe he would.
I talked to him about it before.
No?
He said he was interested.
Well,
Man, which Stash we talking about here, bro?
That one.
The cop?
Yeah. The cop.
The cop.
I'm not gonna drop last names. I don't want
The one that sells honey.
I don't want to. I don't
Are
want to
you
be on
taking
anyone's.
pointers from our first two podcasts?
I don't want to be on anyone's.
drop
I don't want to be on anyone's.
And then we're
shit
just saying
list,
like, oh, this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy.
man.
The one that sells honey.
My BFF, dude.
Yeah.
I
I got honey from him, and I got honey from you.
my
this year.
B supplier. Dude.
the supplier.
He is my B supplier. He's our B supplier.
Yeah. If you know of anybody that works for the government,
Oh, bro.
like outside of,
Yes, dude. I have
that'd be cool.
a guy.
Like,
I know a guy.
Go Sean Ryan on the next podcast. You
I
what
know
I'm
a
saying?
guy whose wife was leading the main office for FBI in Florida, I believe,
Yeah.
or maybe in Illinois. I don't know, one or the other place.
That'd be cool to pick someone's brain. You know, I mean, depending on what they could disclose,
I would need
obviously,
to. I
right?
would need to think of some questions. I would have to actually think about what I'm going to talk about.
I mean,
this
just
time.
like the way it rolls out over
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
How many people you kill along the way? You know, so yeah, 100%, dude. I mean, realistically, I will. One, you know, we'll get people to get on
Oh.
here. That I mean, I have the guy we did an interview with. I want to bring him on. That
Yeah.
I did just recently an interview with, get his kind of story because he always interviews people, but he never gets interviewed
All the time, yeah.
Oh.
yeah, he's
You know
very,
what I mean?
he's very active, yeah,
Yeah, so it's
Totally.
like, you know, why not try it out? You know, so
for sure.
yeah,
Cool, man.
appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Best of luck to you, and we'll be back soon, huh?
Have a good night.
Don't forget
Cool,
to, like I said, follow, subscribe, and follow us on all of our social medias because we're basically on everything now. So
Yep,
just make sure you go click the actual YouTube link. That's the one that's important.
that's the one that helps.
No.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.